All right. How's everybody doing today? Let's go. It's a big day. Let's get my face up on the screen. I hope everybody's excited. We're about to find out some good information. Is it this one or is it this one? Are there two there? Yeah, why is there... I think it's that one. That one might be too high. I don't know. We'll figure it out as chat goes through here. Let's see where my chat is at. Hold on. Chat box. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. All right, we're set. Yo, James, what's happening? Firefly, good to see you again. Wings, what is up, my man? Today, we're going to find out about the new summoning event. We're going to see what we need to do. Whoa, my lights aren't even on. No wonder why it's so dark. Hold on, man. I'm not even... What a noob streamer. We've been doing this every day for 25 days now since the game came out. Okay, we're set. We've got some lights on me. You can see me clearly now. So... we got a new summon event that's going to happen. We're going to get to see the details of the new summon event. We're going to get to see the details of the new event where we get currency to be able to try to get a free legendary. We'll see how free that legendary is. If we can get the currency as free to play going through the dungeon, then we can get this legendary possibly. But we're going to do some big summons too. I have 147 gold dice and we could get a few more if we need to. We'll see what happens when we do these summons. We need to talk about the banner heroes as well. There's a lot of stuff we got to find out about today. I'm ready to go. New Battle Pass. The new Battle Pass on this server, I don't think is going to be up yet. I know we're going to have the event in 7 minutes along with the new summoning event, but Battle Pass, where? Yeah. New, but this Battle Pass is different, right? The test server Battle Pass, I don't even know if it lines up. Wait. Check this out really quick, guys. Does it look like it's lining up? I mean, I remember the gold dice along with the bread. I think it might be the same because it's the Battle Pass, right? We can't get the paid version because we're on the test server, but maybe it's the same. Yo, good morning. How you doing? Welcome. It might be the same. We got 7 minutes for this to reset and we'll be able to check everything out. Man, I can't wait. Hold on 1 minute. Let me check. Trying to check my other game really quick. Okay. Guild rewards, nice. Yeah, we'll know everything in 7 minutes. And then we'll go over all the current... Do they have the same summoning... Let me see if they have the same summons that we currently have for the banner. Celestial event summons? Yeah, it's the same people. Let's go to details here. We'll be able to check out all these heroes. There's some pretty big powerhouses in this banner summons. Wouldn't you agree? Check out, we got Elvis down here too. Vetemir. Is that Nathaniel? Oh no, it's this guy. Never mind. Don't go for that one. No go there. Hold on, I need to get a tissue, guys. Hold on, before we get started, let me get a tissue really quick. Kind of cold here for a minute. Down there. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared. My mind and body is ready. Yo, what's going on, Zay? Zaymex back in the house. Good morning. Good evening. Well, you know, good whatever it is today, right? Whatever it is, wherever you're at. What's going on with different colors? Guys with different colors here. Are the exact same models, just a little bit different colors. Yeah, but it's hard for me to tell. I don't know which is like the darker purple one or whatnot. 2 a.m. there? Okay, we'll stay awake because we're about to find out what's going on with the new events, the new Battle Pass, the new summon event as well. You know how we had the 80 summons before and then you get a legendary hero. Is that going to be the same event or is it going to be different? Donza. Good day. I'm doing great. Cheers. My morning electrolyte drink. Basically what it is. No sugar though. Not a lot of sugar, none of that stuff, you know. Hey, there we go. Hey, we just did a video on this guy. Passing around that rally, getting rally himself. That's pretty good. I never get epics on the horn. Not on my main account anyways. Wouldn't it be crazy if I got a legendary on the test server instead of my main on the horn? I bet that would happen. I'd be kind of upset. Kind of upset about that one. 3 minutes and 47 seconds. All right. Hey, let's go look at the banner summons while we're waiting. That'll give us something to do. Sleep schedule's messed up right now? I bet if you're up at 2 a.m. I mean, I could stay up till 2 a.m. really easily, but then I need to sleep in. You know, I can't do 2 a.m. and then wake up at 6 a.m. I need a little bit more sleep than that. Let's talk about these heroes right here on the banner summons. Now, we already looked at her, this one lady the other day. She is quite different than she used to be in beta. Like, she is massive. This accuracy in arena, along with getting this additional energy gauge for herself. Whenever the enemy puts up all the buffs, say you're the enemy in arena and you put up all these buffs on your whole entire team, multiple buffs, or even one buff, she's going to get a turn meter increase for each buff that's applied out there. And it's going to jack her up to be able to fire off this ability here, which gains accuracy bonus 2, strips all of them. Does it only strip all of them or one? Dispels one buff from the enemy, and then you got a chance to push back their, I thought it was push back their gauge, right? Oh yeah, it's tied to her passive. When inflicting a debuff, reduce 25% ultimate energy of the target. So she's going to smack your whole entire team with this big grid, remove one buff, inflict buff prohibition so you can't get any more buffs, and then knock your turn meter down here. Then if you try to get sneaky and apply some more buffs, she's just going to do it all over again. And a 3x3 grid here. This girl, I would love to pull her on my main account for PvP alone. I'm sure there's a lot of, you know, there's bosses that get buffs all the time. So she's going to be able to jump up and take care of this too. With Ancient Battlefield, who else? Although in Ancient Battlefield, she gives buffs, so that's not good because he'll take those buffs away and get a permanent damage increase. What else do we got? We got buffs in Grave of Curse. She could take those off for sure. Keep him locked down. I'd like to get her. Anybody been playing Twitch a lot? We need some really high enlightenment to get some damage in here on Twitch. Some seriously high enlightenment. Attack bonus isn't as high. And then he's going to do some poisons, I guess, here. Yeah. A few, but whenever I face off against Twitch, it's mainly more the direct damage, right? The initial damage, then I worry about the poisons. He seems to do a lot with this AoE right here, right? Other than this passive, the hero has a 35% chance it can go up to a 50% chance to inflict one stack of poison. Duke, welcome back, my man. Yeah, she's got a crazy passive, right? I would really like to pull her. I think this is OP, like really OP, right? And then we got Durango. We still need to do testing on Durango. I've got Durango on my main account. I don't have Durango on the test server. I actually have Twitch on the test server, so we can take him up to 100 and test him out. Durango, I'm doing a little testing on my own, trying to see what he can do in arena for me, just so I get an idea of how he works. I don't know if he's really an arena champion. Twitch is more of an arena and PvE, right? PvP, PvE champion over here, the rat. But Durango, just a lot of poisons, keeping poisons up, but he needs crit rate. Might need enlightenment. Yeah, needs enlightenment. Needs accuracy, which we get right here in all battles. So we're going to have to try him out. We're going to have to try him out to see if we can get the person that can give us the most poison and keep the most poison stacks up. Yeah, we're going to summon. We're going to summon. We just got to wait till reset. We've got a few more minutes. Tomorrow, if you guys don't know about tomorrow. What a PvP lady. Right here, you're just going to stun the whole screen, remove their buffs, block buffs. If they don't have buffs, she gets a stun, right? 100% chance to stun the whole entire board for 5 seconds. Every 20 seconds with skill scrolls into her. Just massive. And then this passive here, whenever anybody gains a buff, she attacks them and tries to remove the buff. I would honestly love to pull her as well. She looks so cool. We're just going over these people really quick until we get to reset, which should be right now. This dude, I've seen him do some work. People have been showing me this guy for the Vortex boss, any boss. And when you're firing on the same target consecutively, the attack speed of this guy just ramps up so fast. It's crazy damage. This is a brand new legendary that we didn't have previously. So I would take him too. I mean, there's plenty in here that I would take. We've got Lucian. Is that how I say his name? He does the frost. Shield for everybody. Frozen. And then recharge speed penalty. That's right. He's the fastest recharge speed penalty in the game. at a 16-second cooldown once we have skill scrolls into him to slow the enemy. And you know how much I love this ability. Recharge speed penalty is the absolute best. Slow that boss's gauge down so you can do everything you need to do. Is Durango a poisoner that needs crit? He is a poisoner, but I don't know. I think we're going to need crit with him because everything kind of is reliant upon him critting for his ultimate increase, even for his additional poisons. So yeah, we're going to need to get crit in there. We might have to go crit, high attack, crit, high enlightenment, and see what plays out the best. See what gives us the best benefits, you know? And if you guys aren't playing Dragonheir Sonic Gods, right there's the download to go to the official website, download the game. We had a sponsored stream yesterday, but we're rolling this into another sponsored stream today because today there's more action. So therefore, when we send back the data, and I need to put this on my YouTube as well. I need to put this stream on my YouTube. And this will be more exciting than yesterday because we got a lot of stuff, like real stuff to go over today. So when they send back the data to the client, this day will look much better. Much more exciting. We're going to put it on my YouTube again. We're going to be talking about some really cool stuff. We're doing some summons today too. So we're just going to roll over that sponsored video into today. You know about Gillian, right? Amazing healer. She removes a debuff from your team over here. Gets increased defense too. I've played her. I have her on this account. I use her as my main healer. Really strong, right? 60% additional defense. Great heals. Remove a debuff. We got the heals here. And then when healing an ally less than 50% HP, she'll grant some recovery over time. What is this piano music? It's really slow. I don't know what kind of free-to-play music I've got right now. Has anybody played this dude? I haven't played this guy. I think he could do a lot of skeletons, right? They just keep coming up. I've faced him in arena before, and I did have a lot of skeletons all over the place. Is it because undead unit dies, summons one skeleton that gradually loses HP? Okay, this is why. So whenever an undead dies, he summons another one in its place. So if you just have one other person like really generating a lot of undead, man, if I had what's the name? What's the one that I did a video on that summons the jester that brings out 3 copies of itself and does single target damage and then does the AoE damage all together? What was the name? It wasn't Joyce. It was Joyce, right? Yeah, Joyce. That's who it was. That would be really cool. Yeah, Joyce. There you go, Duke. She would be really cool with this guy. Talk about crazy amount of undead people coming out all the time. Then grant 20% attack up to all summons, which is cool too because Joyce gets any buff the summons get, and he is an epic, so he would get this buff too. Not only just the summons, but Joyce would as well. That'd be a good one to pair with Joyce. I didn't pull this though. Maybe we can try this banner and pull on that one. And Gulen, I've got this hero on my main account that I haven't leveled up, but I do use in PvP. AoE damage and heals and remove debuffs. The more debuffs you remove from the team. So this hero can do damage to the whole entire team, heal your whole entire team, remove all debuffs, attack down, the whole board, right? And here we're going to steal their health and steal their turn meter, their energy gauge, and then we can apply these debuffs as well. So a lot of crazy champions in this banner. I will admit that. Some of the banners aren't the greatest as far as like having top tier heroes, but we've got at least 1, 2. These 2 for PvP are enormous with Tamar and whatever her name is. What's her name? Garika? And then this guy for single, well, where's he at? This dude for single target damage on any boss. That would ramp up your teams. We got a healer in here. We've got a healer, damage dealer, and then we've got a crazy summoner to go with other summons. Okay, it's a new day. Let's go. You guys ready to see what's going on with the new Battle Pass, with the new event, with the new summon event? Okay, finish my drink. Let's put that to the side. All right. Let's see what flipped over. Unlocked. It says the Imperial Shadow Recast has been unlocked. Let's look at the Battle Pass first and see what we have. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be the... Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, remember how I was talking about the Battle Pass, that the first Battle Pass follows our progression. So starting out in the game for the first month, we are going to be getting rare gear, then epic gear. We're going to have less bread. So this Battle Pass will have more bread. It'll have things that are attuned with making legendary gear, because that's where we're at 30 days. You're going to be farming that legendary gear, especially when that double drop rate kicks in, which It kicked in today on this server too. That's right. So I can start farming legendary gear here. Nice. So we'll get to gauge that too. Man, we got so many videos for YouTube to make to inform people on what the double drop rates are like when we farm into like stage 7, 8, and 9. So with this new battle pass, you can see we've got 2 120s. We've got the ability to already forge legendary gear, whether you're farming it or not. On 11, we've got 2 more 120s right away. Okay, that's pretty sweet, man. That's quick. That's definitely quick. Oh, what a selector. Another rare selector. Oh, everybody who doesn't have Sigrid. Everyone who doesn't have Sigrid. Look at this. All right, let's go. Man, every month that there's a rare, and it's the free version too. It's not the paid version. Hey, anybody who doesn't have Sigrid, your hopes are answered. Who out there right now doesn't have her? Does anybody? Because I know there's a lot of you that I have every day. Finally, you can get Arena. Okay, you can get Arena. Nice. If you don't have Arena, if you don't have Grover to remove the 2 buffs in the Grave of Curse, if you don't have Sigrid to do, you know, everything Sigrid does, right? To lock it down in every single game mode, we'll be able to pick her up. If you have all those and you don't have Usha and you want to pick her up, yeah, man, let's go. If you don't have a Dree to knock back that turn meter and slow the boss, the only one you want so far, I'm only missing 2 rares on my main account, and this is excellent for me to pick up one of those. All right, good news, good news. I like to see that. It's right before we get a legendary. And 2 more stamina for 120. Damn, this is the free version. Oh, no, same. That's the same 120. So 2 120s, another legendary again, a rare scroll, a gold dice at 15. I'll take it. There it is, 23. We got 2 more 120s. A lot more purple dice, another gold summons for legendary gear. More 120s. Damn. I wonder what the paid version is going to be like. More gold, more legendary summons. It just keeps going legendary summons and two 120 spread. And then another rare skill scroll. Hey, I'm down. I'm down. All I want to see is bread across this board. That's it, man. Just show me bread all the way across this board and I'm a happy guy. More bread. I think there is definitely a lot more stamina in this. There's obviously some legendary summons in this one as well. And then we get another rare selector. That's like the best thing, right? Because the rares are so strong for progress to get through dungeons to get us gear. Now, we need other heroes for other things later on in the game, but as far as all the dungeons, we can do it with rares and the heroes they give us for free. I'm really happy to see this. I wasn't sure if it was going to be an epic one, but I'm kind of glad it's a rare. Future rares release? Maybe. I don't know if that box will it'll still be in your inventory when we go into the next season, but we're not going to see any new heroes released until next season. If it will stay till next season, that'd be pretty sweet. Yo, what's going on? Gory, what's happening, man? Gory Dean in the house. Hey, man, let's give a shout out to our man over here streaming daily. Along with, we got to give a shout out for Mobile Gamer too. He's playing right now. Good old Mobile Gamer. Loving the game and playing it. Make sure that your alliance attacks. Make sure I do alliance attacks on my main account. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll get over there. It just reset. I got all day. You know, I got 24 hours to do those attacks. But you're right. Thanks for reminding me. I will jump over there and test it out. In battle. Not test it out. I'll go over there and do some battling. All right, let's collect our rewards. What else do we need to... Oh, look at this. The new event. Shadow Dungeon. Hey, check it out. For the new event, we've actually got a little mini event inside the event. So we have the event to get currency. Then we've got this event here to get even more stamina and 10 Shadow Amethyst. 5 here, 15 total. Okay, nice amount of bread. Hold on. I want to see what the new summon event is. I want to see what our new summons is before we look at that. Oh, it's different. It's not 80 for a guaranteed legendary anymore. It's different, guys. Check it out. So we do 100 total, which is a lot of gold dice, right? But if we do 10, we get a epic scroll. We get some nice creation, essence of creation to level up our artifacts. We get amethyst. Hey, look. People were thinking it was going to be 1 gold dice for 1 amethyst, total 60, but it's not that way. If we do 20 summons, we're going to have 20. Well, it is basically that way, right? Okay, if we do 20 summons, we'll have 20 total. If we do 40 summons, we'll have 40 total. So pretty much 1 for 1, right? but we get a legendary scroll here. And all we had, yeah, it is 1 for 1. If we do 60, we get 60 amethyst. But where's my legendary? I mean, sure, we get a pity legendary at 35, right? We always get a guaranteed legendary at 35 if we're not lucky enough to pull one before. But there is no guaranteed legendary in here. Even at 80. I don't want the scroll. I don't want these 2 legendary scrolls. I want a guaranteed legendary again. Okay, so this goes along with everything's all about the new event. So we pick up 60 there if we have enough dice, which we do right now, right? On the test server, we got enough dice. And then we come over here to the events. And as long as we're in the shadow dungeon trying it out, and I guess doing decently well, I don't know how much stamina it's going to cost to run it and how many times we can run it. We're about to find out. But we'll get stamina and we'll get 15 amethyst here. Now, if we go to the shop for this event, we're looking at 200, right? And the only reason I want this guy is to cheese out Grave of Curse. That way, when our whole team dies, they all resurrect back. We don't do decrease attack. We don't remove his 2 powerful buffs. We just let him do that slash on Grave of Curse, kill our whole team. We come back to life, and then we bring in somebody like Brody, the other epic lizard, or the legendary lizard that can remove shields, and we just kind of take it easy, right? Die, come back, and then remove the shield, and then beat him down. I guess that would kind of be an easy way to take care of that. Kind of cheese it out a little bit. But hey, if we can get him, if we can get this guy, of course, you know, get it, right? Is this on the test server? It is, indeed. How you doing, bud? It's on the test server right now. Do banner summons count for that? Banner summons do not count for that. That is only normal summons. They are completely separated. So if you look up here at the banner summons, you pick your blessing one that you want the increased rate on after you summon a legendary, right? For your second time that you get a legendary in the banner summons, it increases the rate. And then the third time increases it even more. I think 2 times and then 4 times and then like 8 or 9 times. We'd have to look at the details, but I'm pretty sure that's what it goes up to, right? Oh, it's underneath there. Here we go. Same thing here. On the 35th attempt, you get a guaranteed legendary. The 7th attempt, you get a epic, which is pretty cool if we're trying to get an epic, you know? On the 7th attempt, so if you save up 7 gold dice and you're actually trying to get an epic that's in here, it's not a bad deal, right? It's a much smaller group of epics, so you might get the, like if I wanted Elvis right now, I might actually get him. So the first time you get a legendary, there's no increased, right? The chances of obtaining a blessed one will increase after you get one, after summoning a non-blessed legendary. Then you have a 2 times chance, and then a 4 times, and then a 10 times, and a 20 times. So if you're gonna summon here, you need to summon, if you have 70 gold dice, then you'll get a 2 times chance out of 9, right? There's 9 here. 9, yeah, you'll have a 2 times chance to get the one you want. The one you picked is your blessed. And if you really, if you want something, I would come in here with 105 gold dice. If you have that many. That way, on the 3rd time you summon a legendary, you've got a 4 times chance to get the one you want. And I think that's a much better odds. But hey, even if you have 35 and you know you're going to get a guaranteed legendary at the pity system, you want to come in here and try to beeline for something strong because these are so strong, especially this one here. And Tamar, extremely strong for PvP, PvE. And then if you want something for single target PvE damage against all those bosses right there. If you want a healer, you got a healer. And then if you want something to play around with summons and everything else they do, at least you can try to get that one that you're missing or the one that you really, really want to play with. But this event does not coincide with the other one. They're separate. They're separate. So if we want this amethyst, we got to come over here. But I would wait to see if you really want this amethyst. I would wait to do the dungeon event like we're going to do now. See how much you have toward the end of the event. And then see if you want to summon in here or save your dice for the actual banner summons. But remember, the pity system does not transfer over week to week here. If you're going to summon on this banner, go all in on this banner for at least 35 or more. Because the pity does not transfer week to week for these types of summons. And it doesn't transfer over here to this pity for this banner. So if you're only summoning like 10, then only summon here. That way, eventually when you hit 35 on this regular summons, the gold one, that you'll get a guaranteed legendary. If you do 10 here, and then 10 next week, and then 10 next week, you'll never hit pity. You'll never hit it. So don't do that, right? Okay, let's see what this event's about. So we know about the Battle Pass. We know about the new summons for the event. It's tied into this amethyst event. Now let's see what's going on with this new dungeon that we need to go to. Dungeon, summon to get amethyst, Continental challenge. Ooh. Challenge leaderboard unranked. Continental challenge. Personal damage reached. Is there, oh, I clicked it. It's taking me, okay, I was gonna say, is there bosses? I see. So bosses, big bosses that have appeared all over. Man, there's a lot of bosses. There's a lot of them. So there's no, that's the Continental challenge. And then we've got summons, and then we got the shadow dungeon. Okay, let's go fight a Continental challenge first and see what these bosses are all about. So we need to at least get some dice to get the 200 for the Lego. What's up? I don't know. Depends on how many we're going to get on this leaderboards for the Continental challenge and then also for the shadow dungeon. I'm sure every time we complete the shadow dungeon, maybe we get some amethyst. Oh man, I was hoping it was going to be a figure that was like 5 times the size of what it is right now. Right? Like, why not? Why not have somebody that's really tall and really big right here? It's not going to mess up the landscape. Somebody that you just cannot miss. I almost can't even see this person blended into the trees. I can. But I wanted it to be a big boss. Did I miss a summons? Not yet. We haven't done any summons yet. Soon, very soon. We're just checking out this event to see what it's like. You can claim the rewards for the corresponding grade based on the damage you have dealt. Okay, so they're individual rewards on these, but I think we do also have global leaderboards for some more rewards. We'll go back and look at that. Radiant damage taken by enemies is increased by 100%. I thought this is kind of getting us ready for all the bosses that are going to pop up at the second half of the season, or maybe toward the last month of the season. We're going to have bosses like this every day, 4 of them, that take additional damage from different affinities, so we're going to need different teams to go tackle them every single day, and there's going to be big leaderboards for that. A lot of cool stuff. Each hero can be deployed only one time, and each boss can be challenged only once. Each event session. Does that mean daily? Also can be challenged 3 times during the current session. Is that daily? That's scary. Can I just back out though, and it doesn't count? Because what if I want to test out my teams? What if I'm not ready for this? And who is ready for this at this point in the game? Because we've only been playing for 1 month. By this time, exactly 30 days. Can't obtain, I don't know, man. We don't know yet. Hey, calm down, King of the Void. We're finding out, my man. Okay, 6 days left. So it's a week-long event. I guess we can only challenge this 3 times. Let's see what kind of Radiant we have. Hey, we got a healer, Herbag. Let's bring in our boy here. We were talking about giving rally to everybody. Okay, there's no 2 enemies, so I'm not going to bring in Martina. She's not going to do any good. We need a tank type class probably to take some hits, right? Which one was it? Is he the healer, reviver, or is he the tank? He's the healer, reviver. We need Clovis. And actually, I don't have him leveled up, but I would rather have this guy as a tank than anybody else. This rare tank is the best. Yeah, but the rare one's way better than Clovis for actual damage mitigation and decreased attack. Well, Clovis can do decreased attack as well. Oh, we got a healer right here with Catherine. So these are all 90, and then who else are we gonna bring in? If he gives, here's the problem: is Higio gonna give rally to Welby or not? Is he gonna give it to somebody else? He should only give it to a rally champion. Okay, I didn't set up any gear. Oh, he's gonna be in the front too. I didn't set up any gear for like pre-made gear sets on the test server. And I don't even have a lot of gear because this day starts the day. Okay, imagine this too, or at least keep this in mind too. When this event starts, when it opens, is the day that we get the massive drop rates in dungeons. It's the day that I'm farming legendary gear on my main account because I haven't been farming over there. I've just been leveling up experience in the Goblin Dungeon nonstop, waiting to level up heroes, which is a good thing that I've done that because now I can level up heroes I need for this event. And I've been waiting to go and saving all my bread to go into the dungeons for that double drop rate. So if I farm for legendary gear for say 4 formulate my teams during those 5 days, and then come in here and move around all that legendary gear, put it on all my teams, I'll be way better off. We'll all be way better off, you know? So the long and the short of it is, do one attempt for science, is that I don't have any legendary gear on these guys yet. But let's see if we can back out. We should be able to back out, right? Is she going to do poison? Okay, so we need poison blocking. So with Radiant, this is really good, because if you have Catherine, you bring in Catherine to block all these. Whoa. We're about to die. Let's back out. Oh man, it calculated my no? Oh, okay. We can go all the way. We can fight the boss all the way, just like we do the Vortex boss. And then we could either save or go back. So obviously we would go back. So we only had 3 attempts. Only 3 attempts throughout the whole. And we're going to want to do all 3, because each one will give us currency depending on what kind of damage we do. But at least we can test out. We can test out over and over and over and just don't save it. Okay, this is good. So we only have 3 final battles. We can do as many attempts as we want to see what kind of damage we do. It's like the Vortex. Yeah, very nice. All right, so we'll talk about each individual boss in a video on YouTube and what their strength and weaknesses are and what we would use within that faction, right? Like if you're lucky enough, like I said, to have Catherine against that lady we're about to fight, or even Gillian as the healer to remove debuffs, it's going to be much easier for you. And like for this boss, which I don't know which one we're going up to. There's a lot of them. This one is necrotic damage. Each hero can be, all the same stuff. And we want to get as high as we can because we're getting more rewards. So if we can fight each of them 3 times and we can only get, like, say 3 amethyst, that's 9. 9 per boss. How many bosses were there? That's 9 times 10. That would be 90. If there's 10 bosses. I'm just spitting out numbers. I didn't see exactly. There'd be 6 bosses, right? 1 for each affinity? Okay. Probably 6 bosses. And we can see their skills, right? Yeah, here. Now we can remove Rally, right? We can strip Rally from this boss when he gets it if we have somebody with an ultimate that we can time and be prepared for it. Or block buffs. What in Necrosis can block buffs or strip buffs? Immune to control, sure. Total damage increase when this hero gains a total each time they release their ultimate skill. Can we stop this guy from doing his ultimate? Challenge. Why is it letting me field Radiant? Wait. What's going on here? I can field whoever I can field whoever I want to field, but Necrosis are the ones doing 100% additional damage. And I shouldn't be able to field, like if I saved my other team battle, I can't use these guys again in this fight, right? Is it per boss or is it each hero can be deployed only once and each boss can be challenged only once in each event session? Only once in each event session. Adri to knock back his turn meter? Yeah, but I'm thinking we can interrupt him since it's saying that. We might be able to like stop him from doing his ultimate move. Maybe. You know how we can do that with some bosses, but we can't do that for all bosses? Yeah, you can't use the same... Yeah, no way, man. You can't use the same team on each boss. That's what's going to make it really hard. You think it's only 3 bosses out of the 6 each week? But it's only 1 week. The event only lasts for 1 week. It's not... yeah, this event only lasts for a week. Okay, well we'll have to make some teams and go in there and test out the boss. And see if it's wanted. See if we can only attack 3 bosses for the week, right? Only 3 for the week. Because that's a lot of gear swapping. Yeah, but that's why you make those gear. If you haven't done your gear to where you save it and you can automatically swap it, you got to do that. You got to do that. Can you grind Lego gear? Yeah, I can. That's what we're going to look at today. Yeah, make sure you have those gear sets saved. Always, guys. I have it on my main account saved. Varesh? Yeah, Varesh could go in there, but he wasn't the affinity we need. Varesh wasn't Radiant to do 100% additional damage. Although, we could bring in a full Radiant team and then have Varesh in there to do what he needs to do, and it would still be pretty good. The event looks like it's a 30-day event based on the summons. Hey, that's a good point. Okay, so we have 30 days to get additional amethyst in here. That is true. So do you think each week? Let me look down here. What about the dungeon? What about the dungeon portion of it? Ends in 28 days. Hey, you're right. So I guess each week we can fight 3 different bosses a day. So we pick the ones that we're strongest against. Not a day. Each week. Each week we can down and save our progress, our damage on 3 bosses, right? Is what it looks like. So we pick the ones that we're strongest against, the ones that we have the best heroes to combat whatever they're doing, and then we save our score for those 3. Do you need for a Radiant? What's going on? What do you need for Radiant? We'll look at it in a minute. It's different for each of the different bosses, and there's quite a lot of bosses to go tackle. Look, there's should be 6 bosses, right? For the different elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Okay, we need to do summons, and then we need to see what the drop rate's like. Okay, let's check this out. So, is the drop rate increased here? Unlocked. Increase the amount of coarse tempered sand, which is not correct. Coarse tempered sand is rare, right? That's rare forged material. All right. Well, regardless, let's go over here and see. 7 normally would only give us like what? 2 or 3? 2 or 3 of the legendary fragments, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see how many drops we get here. Now, from before in beta, what would happen in 7 is you would still normally get around maybe 4 to 6, I think it was. And then you had a maybe 50% chance or a 30% chance to get a full legendary piece of gear. But in 8, you almost always got a full piece of legendary gear and the fragments. And then in 9, I would assume, I don't remember 9, that you would get always a full piece of gear, maybe even a chance at 2 pieces of gear, and then the fragments as well. Let's see what we get. Do I even have a team built on the test server? I'm pretty sure we got somebody on the test server. Yeah. Okay. Gear on her. No gear on her. She's probably going to get slapped by a wisp. Even though I don't need Cypherus in here to revive. Increased defense is cool though. And she does do a heal on her. She does do a heal on her battle skill. And we've got somebody else healing. So she'll be fine. She'll be completely fine. Let's just give her this book. Give her some random gear. Do we have any? Yeah, like this kind of gear. There's HP on that one. And I'll go save sets later today. Especially once I start farming some different gear, I'll save some sets. What is that? Enlightenment HP? That's HP? No, we're not going to take that from him. Enlightenment. Oh, we have her as a healer. I guess we'll keep her for now. Defense. We have Hexandra. She's got a little bit of gear on her, it looks like. You know how good and how much I love that Hexandra. She's always pulling it in. I guess that's Hexandra. Maybe it is. Yeah. I was going to say, maybe it's the clone. What's her name? Catherine. Okay, she's done. Can Cypherus revive multiple times in her fight? Oh, yeah, multiple times. She'll just keep bringing people back. When I fight on 9, in this account, when I've tried 9 before, she just kept bringing my tanks back over and over again, but then would kind of mess up the formation sometimes, and the Harpy would swing and hit my DPS here in the back. But, yeah. Every time she casts that ultimate, she's bringing everybody back. And then we've got the other legendary, Mithrasia, that can bring everybody back as well. Okay. We need some damage gear. We got some tank gear on him. That's good. What increases our defense? Defense. Does it matter? We get some HP accuracy and maybe get a decreased defense up. I don't think he's got much accuracy. Do we have some accuracy on our boy here? Oh, he's got accuracy chest piece. Okay, let's see if he can survive with an accuracy chest piece. Here, he's got, I think, the same thing. Yeah. Are we gonna give him the hourglass to get his ultimate up faster, or is there some kind of real tanky one that I leveled? I don't think I've leveled up a tanky. For each buff, the reduced damage taken. This gives HP defense. I mean, this one's a really good one. All right, my kid's going to the park, school park, with all the kids at the school. All right, so we've got Urgander ready to go, and now we just need to get some DPS gear on our girl here. I think we got a DPS set. None of it matches though for our legendary stuff. I don't think any of this has matching gear. No, it doesn't. Oh, no, I think it's got a 2-piece gear set. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 2-piece, that's nice. She's not going to have any accuracy. It's okay. I'm not worried about her with that. Oh, we could put an accuracy piece on her. It's got crit there too. Sure. Let's give her a whole bunch of crit rate attack and critical damage. Ooh. Get her back to her skills faster. Let's get some damage in there. Okay, let's see what we get for drop rates. Here we go. Defense. Okay, defense. Let's see what happens. The blue cloak seems to work no matter where you position the person. What blue cloak? Blue cloak or banner, the rare one. Oh, you're talking about to get to the additional defense. It has that little defense buff on your person of like 19% or 21% defense, no matter if there's people around them or not. New boss is crazy. James, did you try it? What do you mean the new boss? What new boss? Is there a new boss on the regular server? What? Ah, for moving is it the final boss? Is it the one in the chapter where it says final boss? Is it that one? Hey, look, man, I still got to beat my 3 waves. I still have to beat my 3 bear waves before I move into that. Once I move into that, then I can proceed forward, you know? Is really hard first day. The first day you get to him, he's pretty hard. What was his name? Theomodius? That guy? He's got to take away those buffs, but you can lock that guy up. Don't forget, you can actually cheese that guy out. A lot of people have had great success by taunting him or stunning him or knocking him up when he's about to do his battle skill. The second ability. Right when you see him get ready to swing the sword, kind of do something to disrupt him and he'll wig out. This is stage 7 first. We're doing stage 7. I don't know if I can do stage 9 with the gear I have on. I have not really farmed gear at all on this account. It's a test server. We've just been testing things on the dummy. So gear-wise, I am very, very lacking. So I want to see 7, I want to see 8, and then yes, I want to see 9 as well. I want to see what the increase is that I've been talking about forever. If you watch any of my YouTube videos, all I've been talking about is this increase in drop rate and just get experience in the Goblin Cave, get ready to make multiple heroes for the game, and just wait for this, right? I've been talking about this like crazy. So we're about to see. About to see if it is like it was in beta. It should be. It's a great concept. It's a great idea, right? For the first 30 days, you give like the whales and everybody the ability to spin their stamina in here if they want to. But they don't get a lot. And then we get a chance to catch up. It's like that a lot with this game, right? Even if somebody blows past a stage that we can't get past, like the ooze monster or even the 3-wave battle with the bears we're doing right now, we still get as much adventure rank as they do by doing our commissions daily. So right when we get past it, we're caught right back up to wherever they're at. It's no big deal. Let's see what this drop rate, don't let me down, drop rates on 7. So like I said, 7 usually before in beta had a 30% or a 50% chance to get a whole piece of legendary gear, and then we got more fragments. I think anywhere from 4 to 6 fragments along with that chance. So you wouldn't always see whole legendary gear pieces drop here. But I think we always got enough to make one. To at least almost make one or make one. 4. Like I said, 4 to 6, I guess. We'd have to run it. I'll have to run it. I'll set it up later on when we get off stream and we'll run it. I'll run it like 20 times and see what happens. Better than 2 and 3? Yeah, but this might be the low end. And I do want to see if it will pop that legendary whole piece like I was saying. 9 drops minimum 5 ore. Yeah, minimum. But I bet it drops a whole piece as well. And maybe a whole piece plus a chance to get a second piece. All right, let's go to 8. I seem to 4, then 6, then 4 to 6. Oh, what? Something is drops while pieces drop right now. What is that? Oh, you're talking about on 9 right now, but 8 won't. Yeah, 8 won't. Sometimes 9 will drop a piece right now. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, right. But you'll have a guaranteed piece on 9 for sure now. Or maybe even a chance to get 2, like a low percentage chance to get 2, but enough fragments as well with that whole piece to make another one. Of course, 9 is going to be the best. But I'll do like 20 runs on each so we can have some data and do a video for that on YouTube tonight. I feel like I got a lot of YouTube videos to cover tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Oh, are you on the double legendary drop? I am. I'm on the test server and they're at the double legendary drop. Cypherus at the bottom. Yeah, that's Cypherus down there at the bottom to do the increased defense and to heal on her battle skill and then revive the whole team, which really won't help out here if they fall over. If they fall over, they're pretty much kind of... Because the Harpy's going to start doing her big arc attack to the back line. If she can revive them quick enough, like if they died and she got that revive, if their ultimate was about to pop, then we could pick it back up. She's fun in PvP. Yeah, anytime you can revive the whole team, it's fun in PvP, right? DPS charts? We're not... we don't have gear. And they're not even geared properly, really. This is the test server. I haven't been farming any gear. I've been waiting for this point to farm gear. Now we can farm gear, but before this, I was not interested in farming gear. Same thing with my main account. You pulled Questa and Dane? Nice. Congrats. Good heroes. Both really good heroes. Kamari and some Dauntless is fun. Her, Kamari. Kamari to revive one person. Yeah, Questa's a fun hero. She can, heal herself. She can also get those heal over. If anybody dies on the battlefield, she'll get those regens on your whole entire team. She'll kind of stay on target. Like, she's one of the better ones that when they jump back there, she'll stay on target more so than Shragul or the little dwarf one we tested recently in Radiant. When she flies to the back line, some of their AI isn't the best. That's a third I pulled today. She's the one that can do heal block, right? She used to be like a really good beta heal blocker for us because we didn't have a lot of options for heal blocking. But now we have a lot of heal block options. What else can she do? I thought she could do something else special on her passive. Let me check out over here on my main account. She looks cool. I always like the look of those feather ladies. Debuffs inflicted on the enemy by this hero will reduce their damage dealt by 10%. Yeah. Right? Reducing damage dealt by 10%, that's pretty sweet. I don't know where we'd work her in on something like this, boss. Might be kind of hard to get her up front like this and survive. She'll do heal block on that battle skill and then heal block again. Recharge speed penalty. Oh, nice. Charm and recharge speed penalty. Why does she only have an 85%? Okay, then she gets 15 more from skill scrolls. So 100% chance to recharge speed penalty. Love it. Heal block. And then less damage taken. Debuffs inflicted on the enemies. But I guess it only reduces damage dealt by 10%. Even if we had multiple debuffs, which she can do 2, I wonder if we can do 20% reduction in damage. I don't think so, because a lot of times it'll always say that, right? It'll say maximum of this or maximum of that. Here it just says 10%. Come on, whole piece, baby. Oh, you're letting me down. What is this for? But not a whole piece. Let's challenge that again. That's pretty sad. Not even a 5 or a 6. A 4 on 8. This is 8, right? 155. And then not even a whole piece? Come on. Yeah, she's a good kit, but she's melee though, so she gets up in the mix. And everything is done immediately around her as an AoE. It's a pretty big AoE. It's not a small, it's the diamond shaped one, right? With her in the center point. So that's how we get the heal block as well as the recharge speed penalty and taking 10% less damage. But overall, pretty strong. Still better than 2. Still better than 2 drops. Yeah, it's increased, but I'm expecting the whole pieces to drop. Especially on 8. Like 9 guaranteed, right? 9 guaranteed to get a whole piece drop. Because I don't think it increases more over the season. Like this is the increase. I don't think there's another increase later on in the season. This is it. Let me check. Let's see. We've got the Imperial Shadow Recast, Legendary Forge Material. Yeah, and then we've got the Otherworld Exploration in 30 days from now on the test server. And then the end of our season. Yeah, so runs tonight, 7 tonight. You got to do some runs on 7 tonight. Well, this might not have opened on your server yet, right? On my main account, this won't happen until 2 days and 23 hours from now. But you can definitely prep. Get ready, right? Get ready to start farming 8, at least 8. And I've shown you how to do videos to do 8 with free-to-play heroes, not with all this garbage I have here on the test server. Completely free heroes. Any DPS you want with all the heroes they've given us for free. A common healer. It's simple, and I'm doing 8 on my account. Very easy. Full auto, no problems. Many runs that I want, no problem. Now, it takes a little while. We might get down to like 30 seconds or a minute left. I think I'm down to like a minute now. I can beat the boss with like a minute left. Unless they're getting legendaries. This is it, man. There's no other increase. You gotta run what you can run now and get the legendaries you can get. At this point, once this happens, this is the time to farm here. Set of epic gear? Yeah, of course. But I mean, that's all in the progress. That's all in the progress of, I mean, you can't do anything with rare gear. You stop using rare gear pretty soon in the game. But you'll be here. You'll be here. If you watch all my videos, I'll take you through Venom 3, and then 4 and 5, and then 6 and 7, and then you're doing 8. Clear 9 yesterday for the first time, free to play. Hey, man, congrats. My server is 4 days behind. Couldn't do it without your videos, man. Hey, appreciate that. Fortune Seeker up in my server today, so might as well run 7 instead of lower. Oh, yeah, of course. Always run 7 instead of lower. Yeah, if you have Fortune Seeker up, you got to run something for it, right? Get that stamina, and you'll get fragments to make legendary gear. Please, oh, please give me a legendary drop, and at least, we haven't seen 5 and 6 fragments. At least give us 5 and 6 fragments. I'm telling you, we got a chance to get legendary here. Full pieces on 8. It must be guaranteed on 9. But I want to at least see 5 and 6 fragments. We saw 4 2 times. We saw 4 on 7, and we just saw 4 on 8 this last run. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. 4 again, too. Is this jinxed? Is this because of the test server? What's going on here? This is not cool. This is not cool at all. 4 is not good. 4 is not a full piece, man. It's 1 away from a full piece. Somebody said earlier that's better than 2 and 3. It is better than 2 and 3, but it's not a full piece. Because it takes 15 stamina to run these. The Goblin Cave takes 10. This takes 15. That's a lot of stamina. How many runs can we get a day on this? Sure, we're getting more stamina from the new Battle Pass that's coming out, even the free-to-play version. I'm so excited about the Battle Pass having another rare selection box. That is awesome. We get a lot more stamina in there, right? A whole bunch more of that 120. We've been getting a little bit more stamina from our events. But still, 15 to run this is a lot of stamina. Son of Chaos, what's that? Want to know some strategies? What's that? Is that a server? 4 is the same as before for stage 8 wings? Yeah, it doesn't look as good as what I remember in beta, that's for sure. Can you cover the items? Can we sell in our bag? Sellable for 800 gold all the way up to 250k. What's sellable for 250k gold? Really? What is 250k gold sellable? If I see that in my inventory, I'm going to sell it, yeah. From what I understand, there's an average across 10 runs that is supposed to drop. It's why you can get 1 shard in a domain. The higher ones or lower domains? You're talking about the higher domains, like domain 5, stage 5? Because stage 5 does seem to have a big variation. Like stage 5, when I run it, you know how we're getting 2 of the elements dropped. Say we're getting poison and fire. When I'm done running like 10 runs of poison and fire, I might have 50 of poison of the larger one and then like 35 of fire. There does seem to be a big variation there. You have to go to the vendor to steal the quest item for 100k. What vendor is that? They're like old quest items? Okay, I'll have to see what we can sell like that for old quest items. Go to the vendor and check your quest item tab. Yeah, but what is safe to sell? I guess that's what they were asking, right? What is actually safe to sell that we don't need for quest items anymore? Some items have the coin on the tooltip that can click and sell the item without being at a vendor. Okay, nice. You assume that means they're okay to sell? I hope so, right? That's what I'm worried about, selling something I might need later. Test out a lot of heroes. That way I've been able to do a whole bunch of damage testing. And they gave us a lot of dice on here to be able to try to get heroes. But they didn't give us enough to be able to get all of them, of course, right? So I don't have all the legendaries to test, unfortunately. You just found this in your inventory and not sure what it is. Will there be a content on gearing? Like which stats to look for, etc. You mean for me on my YouTube? Yeah, man, we break it all down on YouTube. Don't worry. The mask, stone mask of the former king, 250,000. Quest item owned. A mysterious mask from the tomb that covers the face of the dead king. Although not much use when traveling in the highly collectible, and many merchants and collectors on the continent would pay good money for it. Yeah, man, sell that up. It's telling us right there that they'll pay good money for it. Why not? Why not? Yeah, sell that bad boy. 250,000. I'm game. All right, if I don't get a whole piece of gear from this right now, then I'll farm this. like 20 more times off stream. I'll record all the runs and then I'll talk about it when I go and do a YouTube video tonight. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube, please. I cover this game full time with multiple YouTube videos. I've got tons of ways to help get us through content as free to play. And I'll be doing a whole bunch of team stuff very soon. Now that I can farm legendary gear, I'm taking people up to 100. You're going to see teams for free to play. As far as Dauntless go, as far as Wild go, then you're going to see the in-game teams because I have Flora, I have Casper for something like Wild teams. I've got all the sweet Dauntless for the Dauntless teams. I've got Evelius, the main one, where he fires off multiple shots. I've got the Gladiator-looking guy. I think his name's Garrett. The Undead 300 guy, which does massive damage. I've got Sutha, so I've got a team for Dauntless. I think I even have the Bird Lady. I've got crazy legendaries for Dauntless, but I'll be doing the lower versions as well, like a free-to-play along with all the epic version to see what we can get really good damage on all the bosses for. I'll be testing all sorts of stuff out. I can't be the only one who thinks Garius needs to be nerfed. Yeah, but where do you want him nerfed at? PvP? I mean, across the board, PvP needs to have something change to where we increase our damage over time and healing gets decreased over time. A lot of companies do that. Summoner's War has done that in their real-time arena forever, because of situations like this and to make the fight not so dependent on support. After 1 minute, it's a 3-minute battle, right? In PvP, after 1 minute, you increase damage by 20%, lower healing by 20%, and then every 30 seconds, you keep upping that. That's a 40% increase in damage. People are going to die. 40% decrease in healing. Another 30 seconds later. That'll make people change their teams, and it'll make the fight end quicker, and we won't have all these draws, right? They need to do something like that. 6 again, no full piece though. With it. Okay, let's see if we can do 9. I don't think I'm geared to do 9. I mean, I only have... I barely even farmed epic gear, guys. I don't even really have any epic gear, and I've got an accuracy chest piece on him. Let's see what happens. I think he's gonna fall over right away. Oh, he's taking damage. Oh, he's taking damage. He's about to get whapped. Oh man, he got whapped with that decreased defense up. He got whapped too. Okay, I need defensive armor on. Even epic is fine, but I just don't have any. I've never farmed over in Curse. I need to go to Curse and farm these pieces. I need to go farm these pieces over here in Curse, which is really sad. Let me see. Defense-wise, I've got this. This is defense percentage, okay. But overall, it's only giving us HP and Enlightenment, which we don't really need Enlightenment. Is this better or the heart? Maxed out heart. We get... No, that'll bring him down stats. Okay, we could refine this. He's not getting buffs up right away. HP. Maybe we should go defense here if we have it. There's defense. Do I have another defense? Actually, I wouldn't mind another accuracy on him if I could go there. There's defense percentage with attack, skill haste, flat defense with accuracy and crit. Okay, we'll equip that one. What does he have on him? Oh, here we go. Oh, he's got accuracy. So we don't have a chest piece. I guess we could go with a... That would be better. We could go with an HP chest piece and this defense glove on him. Hold on. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What did I see here? Hey, man, thanks so much for the raid. Hope you're doing well. We got a big old raid today. How you doing? They're all... Dub? How you doing, my man? Thanks so much for the raid. Hope everybody's doing well. We're testing out a whole bunch of things. We're on the test server. We're able to see the new event with the amethyst stuff. We're about to do some summons. Actually, now that we've got these people here, you guys want to do some summons? We'll come back and take care of this. Let me change this gear really quick. We'll do some summons, see what we get. I'm excited to get a few epics that I don't have on this test server. Let me go for that. What was it? What was it? HP? It was the HP one, right? Right, HP, and then we had resistance over here. Oh, no, defense over here. Okay, he's set up now. He's definitely set up. He's got to be able to tank it. Hey, bringing the party and the love, guys. What's going on? Let's give a shout out to The Real. There we go. Everybody hit that follow button. You'll be notified when he goes live with Dragonheir or anything else that they're streaming. Hey, man, thanks so much for the Prime sub and the love, guys. Appreciate the support. You guys are amazing. Stu, love your YouTube videos. They're awesome. Hey, appreciate that. We're going to have a whole bunch of YouTube videos tonight. We've got so much to talk about. There's all these world bosses we're fighting now. That on my server, I won't fight until 2 days and 23 hours. So I've got 3 days basically to get out YouTube videos to cover all these bosses, to cover the new Battle Pass, which, man, I'm so excited about that. Mr. Fork, thank you so much for that sub, the Prime sub there. The Real... Is it the Real T-Dub? Oh, it's T-Dub. What's up, T-Dub? Thank you so much for that Prime sub as well. You guys are amazing. Jareshra Damas. Is that Jareshra Damas? Hype train, choo-choo. Let's go. Arturo. What's happening, Wings? We are big fans of your content over from the T-Dubs community. We got a segment called Stu Review Time. Oh, really? Do you? That's awesome. Thanks so much. My last video last night, though, I'm not proud of. I was talking extremely fast. I think I was jacked up on something, man. I don't know what it was. And I just wasn't happy with what... I was so tired, too, when I was editing it. I just wanted to get a video out and go to sleep. But I'm telling you, tonight's videos and the following videos, we got a lot to cover. And the new Battle Pass has a chest, guys. The new Battle Pass has a chest to select a rare. So if you don't have Sigrid and you've been waiting for her, if you've got Sigrid and you wanted to get something like a Dree to knock back the turn meter to put up that slow recharge speed penalty on them, if you are missing anything cool like that, now's the time, right? Sigrid is first, right? Sigrid number one. If you're missing if you're missing a Dree, you could pick her up, right? If you've got all that and you don't have Usha, get her. If you need Inna to remove a debuff, right? Get Inna. I mean, it's great. And it's the free version. You don't have to pay anything for it. For an epic choice, yeah, it would have been cool to have an epic. Maybe the paid version has the epic. We can only see the free-to-play version. We can't see the paid version on the test server. So maybe in 3 days, the paid version will have it. I doubt it. I kind of highly doubt that, but would be cool. Would definitely be cool. Okay, so we took gear from him. Now we just got to replace gear on our poison girl. There she is. Oh, she's not looking good. She might not have the lowest HP if we load her up with too much HP. There's defense. There's defense. Okay. All right, she'll be good. I think everybody's set now. I'm pretty sure we could do well on 9, but let's go do some summons. Paid version looks very similar to the first one. Oh, does it? Are you on there? Oh, you're playing Shamera. You're playing from the early access server onto the different early access, the beta early access onto those servers, right? So you're there today. You're there today, correct? If it looks similar to the first one, but we don't have a box though, right? There's no selecting box. No selector box for that. Should I do my summons here for the Amethyst? I was thinking about trying to pick up somebody here on this banner because old girl here looks so amazing. Or Tamar would be fun as hell. Or even this guy, and I'm missing these people. I don't have them on the test server. If I could get this guy for Dauntless, Tamar, or what's her name? Garika? If I could get Garika, that'd be pretty sweet. But I should probably go for the Amethyst. That way I could pick up the other guy. Pick up the other legendary, you know? All right, well, we've got 140. All we got to do is 100 here, then I'll have 47 left over. Okay, we can go for a 1 over there on this. Oh, no, we'll get enough. I've got some more. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go to the Heliolite dice summons so we can get some Amethyst. We'll go all the way up to 60 here, and then I'll take the rest of my dice and we'll go for somebody that I don't have over there on the summons, the alternate summons. Tamar goes first. Things get crazy. Yeah, Tamar she's pretty damn awesome. But honestly, I think over Tamar, I'd rather have I don't know if I'd rather have Garika. What is her name? Jesus Christ, I just saw it. Garika, I think I'd rather have her. I don't know. She's massive. Although Tamara's massive as well, right? Just crazy in PvP. We'll see. We'll see what we select. Let's do the summons here. Good luck to everybody that's doing summons. I'm sure you're not on a test server doing summons right now anyway, so it's just for fun. But any kind of, whoa, let's go. Any kind of new legendary we get, it's a legendary we get to test out. Hey, people have been asking me about her forever. She gets a permanent enlightenment percentage increase. Everywhere else we see somebody gets a enlightenment increase, it's like 10 enlightenment, 20 enlightenment. She gets a 25% enlightenment increase, and they wanted to know what kind of damage she could pull off, and why do we even care about the enlightenment on her here if she's not dropping poisons like crazy, and she doesn't have moves that are based off of enlightenment like Twitch. Twitch has moves that say massive amount of enlightenment increases the damage of the attack. She does not. So why do we care about this? We'll test it out. She is good? Is she though? I mean, what kind of damage are we talking about, Sebastian? You know how we do. We'll take her, we'll put her in with the gear that we always put everybody in. We'll get her on the test server. If you guys don't know, come follow me on YouTube. And then also, you can always look here to see the information that I've been collecting daily. Right, we're always doing some damage numbers. So this isn't a link. If you type in recipes right now, you'll see it. But we've got all the recipes. Well, most of them. We don't have the new recipes. We've got gear numbers and lists. We got artifact tier lists. And then we've got single target damage testing. Where do you think she's going to fall in lines of single target damage testing there, Sebastian? You said she's good, right? You think she's going to be Garrett good? Garrett is leading the pack on one dummy. Sutha is leading the pack. We've got Asta up here doing crazy damage on one target dummy with the same gear on. Casper's pulling it in, Tonal Nan, Erich, Joyce, and then down and down and down to everybody else, right? That we've put on same exact gear, 100% chance to crit. These are the numbers we've got. Not every hero benefits from 100% chance to crit though, and not every hero has mechanics to where we can just run it one time and it will be a good clean number. Some of them have like 30% chance to do something special, so not always the best data here, but it's still a good baseline for damage done. And then we've got the AoE numbers for 3 targets and 5 targets. I had her teamed up with 2 epics, and she did very well in Vortex 3. The more enemy HP, the better she does. The more enemy max HP. Now, does Vortex vary? Does his damage? The Vortex always has the same damage, right? Same max HP when we go in there. So she did well from poisons, maybe poison stacks. We'll see. Who's number 20? By herself, won't do super great, but with someone like a Dinch that applies a bunch of poisons. Okay, now why is that? Because I didn't see anything that really benefited her to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see anything to where she really benefits from poison stacks to do additional damage, ignore defense, additional crit rate, additional critical damage. I didn't see that in her kit. I see that she gets more enlightenment, so that's going to increase her poison tick damage because that will increase poison. If we give her more attack, but she doesn't like throw down a crazy amount of poisons. 3 bolts, she does 3 attacks. Each of them have a 100% chance to apply poison if she's got scrolls. So that could be 3 poisons every battle skill. So every 10, 12 seconds, depending on how we have her scrolled. Here she's doing the diamond shape damage, marking them for 10 seconds. Each time the marked enemy is inflicted. Oh, this is why. Each time the marked enemy is inflicted with poison, a toxic blast is triggered. Okay, so bring her in with somebody that applies a lot of poisons like Dinch or like Durango. And every time for 10 seconds, when she's doing this on a 23-second cooldown, because I'm not going to have her scrolled, she'll do this little micro explosion. Toxic blast is triggered. It's only 40% of attack derivative damage, so it can't crit. But with enlightenment, we increase derivative damage. Okay, so this is where she gets that enlightenment boost. Still, I'm kind of sad that she has 500% of attack and it doesn't have like an enlightenment damage component to that. All right, okay, I can see where we could try to pull some things off. Durango's a good pair up. Yeah, absolutely, right. All right, let's do some more summons. That was just our first 5. Let's go. Give me some more legendaries we don't have to test out on the test server. Come on. Just legendaries all day. Give them. And I am missing a couple epics. Very, very few. Maybe like 1 or 2 epics. I know I'm missing Garius, but I already have him on my main account, and we all know what Garius can do, so that's not a big deal. But I would like to clear them all out so I can make teams, right? So I can make teams for us on the test server. I'd like to at least get them all. Nope. A lot of Dane. Good luck. Hey, Fried Yawn. What's up, buddy? Thanks so much. On an 8-second cooldown. What was on an 8-second cooldown? The her battle skills on a short cooldown like that for the poisons. Her passive and ultimate benefit from the people's applying poison. Yeah, I saw that. It does look pretty interesting. We'll definitely test her out on a team with at least somebody else applying a whole bunch of poisons. This is the test server, Sebastian. Are you still on the test server? I asked you the other day. I didn't see a reply from you. Are you still on the test server daily? Like working your butt off? Test a single damage. This is will outperform anyone on the list. Yeah. He's the one we would go for. When he starts attacking that one single target, his attack speed goes up so crazy. He's doing so much damage. That's the archer in Dauntless, correct? No, you fell behind? Okay. You fell behind. It's a lot of work. It is, man. It's a lot of work. Keeping up with your normal account plus other games and then keeping up with the test server account. There we go. Come on, something new. You have a job that gets in the way. Hey, this is new. All right. This is Summoner. This is the Summoner. Is this the one? No, this isn't the one that summons. The one with the big axe keeps summoning undead when other undead die. Ally summons to an undead creature. An undead creature that deal derivative damage to nearby enemies 7 times within 5 seconds. Okay, so we get... What's going on? What did I miss? He's trash? Somebody said he's trash in so many scenarios? Scenarios? Is better than he is? Okay, well, I mean, we'll test them all out. I'm happy to get a legendary we don't have. That means we get to test them. Anytime we get a non-dupe legendary, that's just another guy we get to test out with a whole bunch of other summons or some kind of scenario to see where maybe they're good somewhere. You know, you never know. And we do have him. Charlath, we've got him. Pretty sure we've got him on this account. I'm almost positive. Rava, there's my girl to get up all those frost debuffs. Wait, we were only supposed to do 60 here. Oh, no. We haven't done 60. Whoa, another legendary. Let's go. That was 10 right after the last one. Oh, Elvis, I love to see it. We already had him. Come on, something new. Something new. Speaking of, let's go. Woo! You said his name and we got him. We're about to pew our way into damage. We didn't even have to summon him on the banner. Look at that one eye glowing. That's pretty damn sweet. I got to give it to them. They have great character models in this game. I like them better than Raid Shadow Legends. And we've said that many times. That's not like a sponsored thing. I like how clean they are. They look clean. Although I will say Raid's always had very, very good character models and designs. Very good. I guess they're both comparable. Try to cause a fight. What's going on? What are we trying to cause a fight with? What's happening here? This guy's amazing. With Charlatch, right? Nice. OP Vortex. There you go. I want to see the graphics on how he shoots. The bow. No arrows or strings or bow or anything. It's magic, man. Come on. You know there's going to be a lightning string with a bow. Haven't you ever seen the bow and arrow in the Guildmaster show? Dungeon Master from way back in the day? What are we at, 50? Okay, 10 more summons, and then we can try to go for the banner. I don't know who we're going to go for over there. I feel like this has been good to us so far. I don't even think we need to go over to the select summons banner. Our luck has been crazy. You're going to get all the Raid Shadow Legends Sims coming over? From where? Where are they at? The Vortex Machine? He is a Vortex Machine, right? Dauntless. We have so many Dauntless right now, legendary, that we can make an insane team. And if he's attacking, if all those are basic attacks and he's attacking that fast, he's going to go so well with Avelius. That's 60. Okay, we've got our 60. If we want to take 87 over here, we could. We could actually try to go for something we don't have. But what's good for the test server that we don't have over here? This undead dude would be a lot of fun. We already got him just now. Twitch we have. Durango we don't have, but we've got Durango on my main account. We don't have her. We don't have Tamar. We don't need Lucian. I have the healer. Gillian, we have her already. And Goulind, I have him on my main account as well. Yeah, I've got him. I've got this one on my main account as well. So the only ones I'd want here would be Twitch, her, or Tamar. Garika, Twitch, or Tamar would be the only ones I'd want to go after. And I've never summoned on this before. You think we should pull her out just for fun? Old Granny? Should we go for Old Granny? Here's the thing though, right? We've got, let me see what we've got dupes of. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 of these already. So there's a good chance that if I get a legendary, it could be a duplicate. 1, 2. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it? I mean, we could try. Do it for entertainment purposes. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, either way, we're going to be summoning, right? We're summoning somewhere. Okay, obtain blessing. Here we go. We got it on old Granny Tamar. Okay, at 35, guaranteed legendary. We'll get a few more dice to make sure that we can go up to, what would we do? Two guaranteed to 70. We want to go up to 105. So we get the first legendary we pull, we don't have an increased chance. It's just 1 of 9, right? 1 of 9 for the very first one. But the second one, it's two times chance to get that legendary. The one we want. And it would be really cool if we just pulled her right away. Does the event end if we pull her right away? Or do we just keep getting to go after her over and over? Like, do whales get to whale out and get the multiple copies so they can do the inspiration on them? Which is extremely strong. It ends? Oh, man. That's not cool. I was hoping whales could sit there and keep getting the same hero over and over. Well, they just got to wait a couple weeks till they come back around. Oh, 2 epics? Let's go. What 2 epics did I get? Oh, the same 2 epic? What is this? I guess there aren't that many. I kind of wish there was a counter because I wasn't keeping track of how many I summoned. I wish there was a little counter that said, you know, that showed me getting to my pity. How many is that so far? 20? Let's go. Come on, Tamar. There's no increased chance to get her. Okay, we did have this one on here already. Damn it. We just got a dupe. Okay, so now we got a 2 times chance to get her the next legendary. Let's count this out. Yeah, 2 times probability it says. Okay, this is 5. This is 5. We'll know for this one. This is 5 so far. Man, what? Look at all those epics. 3 epics? What are those odds? It's nuts. Okay, this is 10. Okay, we can skip past that. Here we go with 15. Come on, let's go early. Let's get this early. Don't make me wait. Yeah, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's go. Oh, okay, we didn't have him, right? Yeah. All right. This is the one that replaces other summons with summons. Okay, I'm happy about this because it's not a dupe. I'm not even mad about this at all. I'm excited. Give me something non-dupe, and I'm very excited. And we got it out of 15. Okay, so now we've got a 4 times chance to get her out of 9. What is the probability of a 4 times percentage chance to get somebody out of 9 summons? Can anybody tell me that math? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, out of 9. So if I have a 4 times chance to get one thing out of 9, what is that? What is that probability? Mobile Gamer, what's up, man? You missed all the summons. A 44% chance to get her? Oh, that's huge. What's up, Mobile? Welcome, all you beautiful people. You missed all the summons we've been doing. We just summoned so many legendaries. We're still going, though. We're still going. Welcome, all you beautiful people. Hey, hit this like button up here. No, follow. It's a heart. Hit that heart, and you'll be notified when Mobile Gamer goes live. If all of you would hit that, I'd very much appreciate it. We are doing some summons here. Weapon Z, good to see you again, my friend. And we just got a really cool summon legendary from this banner. Now, this is the test server. We're on the test server because we're able to see what's going on for the new events we're about to have happen on my main account, right? Have you gotten any of the banner characters? I did. I got 2 so far out of, what was it, 35, 15, 40, 50? Out of 50. So we summoned 50 dice, and we got 2 legendaries that weren't the one that I was going for here tomorrow. But now we've got a 4% chance, 4 times chance to get her. Which somebody told me out of 9 would be like a 44% chance to get her on my next legendary summons. But we summoned a whole bunch of legendaries before this and got a whole bunch of non-dupes. Things to test out on the test server. Plus, we've got the new increased drop rate on the test server to test out. For all you guys that are new here from Mobile Gamer, the new Battle Pass that we're going to have in a few days has another rare selection box. So you can pick any rare that you want. If you're missing Sigrid, you're missing Inna, whatever you want, right? So that's awesome for the new Battle Pass. And then we have all these new world bosses that have popped up, and we got to find ways to take them down to get current, to get Amethyst, to do well for damage, and they've got all these requirements, so it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, let's not go to 35 for this though tomorrow. Let's make it now. How about that? We do seem to get a lot of epics, I feel like, on this banner summons. Is there an increased chance to get epics here? I feel like we get epics all the time. No, it's 17% chance even on the normal banner for epic. I don't know why we're pulling so many. I feel like we're getting lots of 2 and 3 epics. Yo, what's on? What's going on? Can do Theomodius? Did you beat him? You can't do Theomodius still. Have you tried to wig him out? Try to bug him out. If you wait for him to do a second ability where he does that little sword slash, try to provoke him, try to stun him, try to knock him up. People have said they've made it to, he's an absolute beast. He is, and I've got him on this account. I've got so many dauntless on this account that are crazy. Try to knock him up, stun him, whatever you can do, and people say that he does, like, stops doing his moves and you beat him easy. But you can't stop him from doing that second ability. So if you have Horus with enough accuracy, hit him when he's about to hit you with that move, and he will not hit your team, and he'll not do that decreased defense. He is crap. Is Garrett worth building for Vortex? Absolutely. Have you seen my DPS numbers on the chart? Look, my man. Go over here to the chart that's down below. If you want to see this chart, guys, just type in recipes. There you go. It's up right now. You can come here anytime, and you can see the single target damage, and you can see the AoE damage numbers that I've been testing. If you look at the single target damage, look who's at the top. Garrett. He's at the top, man. Single target damage, he's pulling it down. Crazy. And he doesn't need any support to do that. He's just pulling down that single target number like a beast. So yeah, he's good. Then if you want to look at AoE, you could come over here and see 3 targets and 5 target dummy. And then there's comments on the side. And we do a lot of this testing here on stream. So yeah, anytime, go check it out. Go check it out for recipes and whatever else you need to. And then always follow me over on my YouTube as well, please. And you'll see daily videos on all this stuff. Summoned so much, the only legendary you got was, is he any good? Isn't he the one that gives increased frost and increased attack to all frost allies? Like 40%? 30%? Maybe it was 30%. Increased attack to all frost allies. He's good on a frost team, right? Going through the goblin layer. Let's go. Here she is. Here she is. We got a huge chance to get her. Oh, what? Okay, we got, this is good. I'm not mad because it's a legendary I didn't have to test out on the test server. And we just got the other poison girl, right, with the mohawk that's supposed to do really well with poisons. So we put her together with him. I've got Durango on my main account, but now I can really test him out and not waste resources on my main. Enemies die from frost, also explode with, oh, they explode when they die when he's there? Okay. So now we've got a 10 times chance to, it's basically guaranteed now, right? What is a 10 times percentage chance out of 9 to get somebody? I don't know maths like that, but it's got to be big, right? A 10 times chance out of 9 to get the one you're going for? This was good to summon over here for us. It was nice because we got a lot of non-dupes. A lot of non-dupes. 110%? Yeah. 60% of the time, all the time, right? We should pick her up. And we've got enough dice to be able to get it too. 54%? Are we at a point to where we could actually still not get her? Are you kidding me? That's too much, man. I need 100% chance. I've already pulled, what, 3, 4 legendaries? I need 100% chance to get her if I've already pulled 4 legendaries. Come on, that's a bit absurd, right? I kind of want to get Garetta. I mean, don't even give me Tamar yet. That's fine. That's fine. She can go up to a higher percentage after this. Give me something I don't have. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. Let's go. Come on. No, not this little girl. She looks dirty. I thought she had freckles on her face at first, but she's got a dirty body too. Maybe that's just her skin tone. Her skin tone is dirt. Could be. Not again. Come on. Come on. Maybe we got a double. Maybe we got 2 legendaries in here. No, we didn't. It was only in the middle. Come on. A dupe? Get out of here. 20%. What is this? What is the max probability on this banner? 20 times is the highest right now. 20 times at most. I'm only upset because I got a dupe and I don't want dupes, right? I want heroes for us to test out. I want us to be able to test out some new cool heroes. So stop giving me dupes, you know? Don't give me those damn dupes. At least let me get her now quickly, right now. Boom. Okay, let's go. No dupes. Dude, there she is. Okay. Finally. This lady's got it going on. I mean, I don't know if we could date. I don't know if that would work. She's a little battle worn, but she is a badass. Finally. That we did so that was actually really good summons. Just need to rage. We need to rage. That was pretty good. I mean, I feel like, how many did we start with? On that banner, I feel like we didn't even summon that many dice and we got a lot of legendaries. A lot of legendaries. Let's collect all these rewards, please. We had a 71% chance. Could you imagine if I didn't pull her just then? And we had to keep going. I mean, we've got a little bit of gems here. We could keep going. This is just a legendary scroll. And, I mean, we might need this legendary scroll. I don't know if there's any other big events like this coming up, but this legendary scroll and this essence is kind of calling me right now. We got to go up to, we need 40 more dice though. 40 more dice is a lot. Oh, no, it's not. Not really. Not really when you got this. We need 7. Let's go for 7. I guess I have more currency than I thought I had. Here we go. Regular banner. We're going to make these ones quick. Let's just hit the button. Pull the trigger on these. See what we get. And get surprised. Let's get surprised. You were asking about this guy. We don't have him. Ah, God, man. Getting a non-dupe is the greatest feeling in the world. Even though this is not my account. Or this isn't my normal account. It still allows me to play test the hero. Take him up to 100. Put him in a team full of Frost. And play test him. Get this 30% additional attack. You said that anybody that dies with Frost does an explosion. Targets under Frost will now explode in their current position. Okay, and it doesn't have to be Frost applied by him, right? That's pretty fancy. I've got some crazy Frost people. Crazy Frost people. What's your average for legendaries? It's pretty good. Are you asking me my average? It's pretty damn good right now. Like, no, it's no 2-time summon going on. This is the stream luck. You guys are bringing all the good luck. Can we keep it going? Not yet. That's 5. Going on 15. I think the luck is ended. No, 15. 15, we got our little toadstool, which is a dupe. That's not good. Not that I want him anyways. Okay, here's 5 more. All right, here's 15. Can we get it on lucky 15 again? They need to have a 2-time summon chance, right? They need to have a 2 times. They need to have a chance on purple dice to get legendary. Maybe they could do that as an event. Purple dice for the weekend have a chance to get legendaries. Here's a purple dice sale to buy a whole bunch of purple dice for like $50. Go ham. I do that on my main. Oh, we're out. That's it, guys. That's it for the summons. Man, what a nice summoning session. What are we missing now? We're missing, yeah, her. We're missing this guy. I mean, it's looking pretty fleshed out. Lothar, we don't have him as a poisoner. We just picked her up today. We picked Durango up today as well. Vakana, is that her name? We'll have to see how she works out. I want to see what she does with some other people in there applying all those poisons so she can get that derivative damage. We're missing these two. And this girl, for each debuff on the enemy, their damage dealt is reduced by 6%. This can stack up to 5 times. That's pretty ridiculous, right? 30% less damage from the enemy if there's debuffs up. I like that. I kind of really like that. She's full team cleanse. This one has a full team cleanse as well. Dispel all debuffs on all allies. Grants them defense up 2. Extends the duration of all the debuffs on the enemies by 5 seconds. That's really handy. Oh, man. I actually like Greshnar. He takes a flat out, takes 20% less damage just as a passive. This guy just seems tanky as hell with all this ally protection, defense up. Damage around. He just looks like a beast, you know? We got all the dauntless. Look at all the dauntless we need right here for a team. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. We have the whole dauntless team. We're gonna be burning it down with dauntless. But look at the radiant. Look at the rally people. No rallies. Hubbard, which is great because he's kind of the one I really like, and I've got him on my main account. But the rest of these, I'm not. Well, I have Mithrasia on my main account too, and she's awesome. Not really putting it down with those. I don't have Havatar, but I don't need Havatar because we've got this girl, Lucinia, putting down Frost like crazy, putting Frost Pulse on the main melee target in the front. She's been great. We got Asta, which is awesome. Trollgar. Now we just pulled him. Got her. We've got some summoners. We're missing Tauren, which is definitely top tier, but I don't need him really, per se. Oh, he'd be cool to have too. Still missing Tonal Nan. I've got Tonal Nan on my main, but I'm missing her here, which is crazy. We'll get her from, what is she from? Trials? I think she's from Trials, right? I don't think we're missing any other epics, right? Oh, we picked up Garius. That was cool. We picked him up. Lathander. I'm still missing Lathander on my main account and here. I wanted to test him out. I want to see what happens when people die and he gets their turn meter. Whatever their current turn meter is at, he gets their turn meter. I want to see him pop off on this ability. I can't believe I'm missing this guy. That's pretty sad. Rowena, I'm missing her too. I'm pretty sure I got all the rares. I might have to go for a banner summons with the little bit left I have to go for Lathander and Rowena. I'll have to look for them in the next banner because I don't have much, you know, I'm pretty low on gems now, you know. She does do single target crazy damage. She's on my damage list and she's one of my main attackers over here on my main account. And she was blowing away damage back in the day in beta. Very, very good. Total and free to play and she smacks. Yeah, very much. She's one of those great ones. Amazing passive, easy to build, giving us 20% crit, giving us that 100% critical damage over time, and just getting that damage in, you know? Wild procs give 20% additional damage as well. You get 10 crystals every 10 pulls. No, you only need 60 to get all shards in the event. You get 10 crystals every 10 pulls. No, I didn't see that. What I saw was... Yeah, you can only get 60 from here. And all you have to do is 60 summons. 100 just gives you an additional essence and some scrolls. Two legendary scrolls. So 60. It's 1 for 1, basically. But you got to hit these tiers. You got to go 5 for 10, which is pretty good. Right away, it's going to give you 5 for 10, so that's even better than 1 for 1. But then once you get to 20, 20, 20, 40, 40, 60, 60 total. Is it a good time to start a new account? No. If you start a new if you start a new account on my server, then you could participate in this, but you won't be able to fight the world bosses effectively because you're not going to have the gear, you're not going to have the heroes leveled up, you're not going to have a big enough roster to fight them to leveled up because you can only use one hero each time you fight the world boss, and then you can't use those heroes again. And all those bosses have different requirements. Like they'll take 100% additional damage from a certain element. You could have some more summons to do summons here, but it's not going to get you anything because there's only like a few more gold dice. But if you started on a fresh server, this event doesn't happen until 30 days on that server. So you end the event with 60? What do you mean? Amethyst? No, you gain amethyst from going around and fighting. Were you not here? You probably weren't here earlier. You gain amethyst from going around and fighting these bosses. So here's the event. We get the 60 there from the summons if you want to. It's not necessary at all. Then we've got this Continental Challenge, and we've got the dungeon. We haven't done the dungeon yet. So we've got the Continental Challenge where there's these bosses all around the open world. We go to them. They have different requirements to fight them, or different weaknesses, I should say. And then, of course, they have different mechanics that we got to overcome. This one's going to do a lot of poison to us. And depending on how much damage you do, you're going to get amethyst, right? We're going to get amethyst along with the affinity solvent. And down here, you can only do 3 challenges, I believe, a week. And not just 3 challenges on each individual boss. It's 3 challenges to any of the bosses out there. But each hero can only be deployed 1 time for each boss. And here, Radiant does 100% additional damage. So whatever you're doing well with, it's good that we can only fight these 3 times in a week. Not just fight her 3 times. We can only fight her 1 time, another boss 1 time, and then another boss 1 time, right? And it's going to take our heroes when we do that. So we're going to need to really look at our roster and see what we can fight to get that additional damage. Can I not get to him like this? Why'd they put him far away at a dead end? Come on, man. Can I teleport straight to them? No. All right, you're going to need to look at which ones you can do 100% additional damage to, and then which ones you can kind of overcome what they're doing. Whatever their attacks are, whatever their buffs are, if we need to remove something, we're going to have to, formulate our team depending on what our account's like. You can see how I had to run through the test server. I didn't even pick up everything. I just ran through the test server. So on this guy, if we look at his skills, when the target receives healing, the hero is healed by 50% of the healed amount. Now, this only happens, well, it says this can happen once every second. I think Sebastian told me that in-game, he can only do this once per battle. But it looks like he can do it all the time. So when we heal against this guy, he's going to heal himself. So we need heal block. We need to do shields to ourselves if we want to kind of overcome that. He's got a stun. All the debuffs. So maybe block debuffs or remove debuffs so we're not debuffed down all the time because there's a crazy amount of debuffs he's doing. And this stun's going to really suck too. So Thea, the block debuffs on our team, but poison damage. So we want to bring as many poisoners as we can in here to get 100% additional poison damage. Now you can bring other elements in as well. So you can maybe bring in like 3 poisoners so that they get the bonus to get additional damage. Plus they're doing 100% more damage. And then we bring in some support that can block debuffs, remove debuffs, block us from being stunned, and then stop him from being healed. Sigrid is perfect there. Yeah. Where isn't Sigrid perfect though? Heal blocking and plus she's poison, right? Yeah, she's poison, so she does 100% additional damage, right? Yeah, so we gotta take into account like what heroes are gonna be the best for those areas. Like what 3 bosses should we gun for that week? Control immunity? Who has that? No, they're not gonna be a pushover because we're trying to get as much damage as possible, right? So not everybody's gonna do extremely well against them. But right now is the time to farm legendary gear. I hope you've saved all your bread. I need to be over farming legendary gear on my main account right now while I'm talking to you guys. I'm wasting bread over here. Hold on. Oh, this doesn't, never mind. This hasn't taken effect on my main account until 2 days and 22 hours from now. Okay. I need to be farming goblins still so I can level up some heroes. Everybody get on that goblin grind. Get that experience. There we go. Okay. Grinding goblin. But, 3 attacks a week. We're really not going to get a lot of amethyst. So what's the dungeon like? We haven't checked out the dungeon yet. Oh, is this the dungeon? It's not an actual dungeon to run through? Challenge dungeons to get... Oh, we've been challenging Venom. We've been running Grave of Venom a few times, so it's giving me currency. So this isn't an actual dungeon. I thought it was going to be a dungeon because it says Shadow Dungeon. You know, I'm like, cool, we get a new boss, a new dungeon to run through, but we don't. So we've got all the Continental bosses, and then we've got challenge leaderboard ranking. How to obtain. Okay, the leaderboard ranking is based off of those world bosses that we're fighting. And we get a little bit more from here. Top 50%. So yeah, we're not getting a lot of amethyst. I don't know how we're gonna get 200 to get the legendary. It's gonna be really hard to get 200 to get the legendary guy from the shop. Okay, so this we just need to run dungeons. Let's go back to let's see if we can run 9. Are we geared enough to be able to do 9? Because I want to see the drop rate on 9. I want to do like 20 runs on 8 to see if we can actually get a whole piece on 8, because all we got was 4 to 6. 4 to 6 pieces is better than 3 pieces. Sure, I agree, but I want to see whole gear drops on 8 from time to time. And let's see if we die really quick. Are we going to die here? I've got the worst gear. I've never farmed gear here on the test server. Not really. Come on, stay alive. Stay alive, Ergander. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. You just don't get that decreased defense right then and then die. Now you got to heal. You got to heal this time. He's got increased defense up. He's going to get immortality, which I don't really care about that. I don't want him to get low if he doesn't have to. Oh, he's too low. He's way too low. We're not getting decreased attack up. We got a decreased attack up for Furbath there. Furbath, I thought you were going to include yourself in these healings. There we go. Furbath is trying. We're not getting a lot of damage though. Our damage is looking pretty weak. If I had the gear I have on my main account, just regular epic gear, but better epic gear on my main account, we would do better here, I think. Sigrid needs some accuracy if we're going to rely on her attack down. And this battle looks really slow and scary. I'm not enjoying this. Slow and scary. And look at this girl down here at the bottom. She's about to die from the wisp lighting her ass up. I don't even think Syphilis is not the best healer, right? I mean, she's doing a battle skill heal, so she's doing it quite often, but increased defense there. Come on, give me some heals, guys. We need some massive heals, please. I forgot he's healing himself too. So Ergander's healing himself by 20% of his max HP. We've got this looks much harder than it should be, and we've got Furbath healing. We've got 2 other people healing, and our boy's still dying. He's still dying so bad. My team with Gary has 2 healers and 2 DPS. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. He's still dead. How sad is this? This garbage test server with all these legendaries. How sad is that, man? We can't even keep Ergander alive with crazy, like, maxed out artifacts too. Let me see what we've got. I've changed around some gear. This isn't bad gear. He's got HP. He's got defense. I didn't look at these substats here. Pretty good substats there. We got defense here. I mean, yeah, he's got, I mean, crap, man. He's got no way to mitigate damage, though. It's not like Horus would do a better job here. Honestly, Horus would do. Ice passive, maybe. No. We just preview for gear if only shows legendary ore. What's going on? On 9, it only shows legendary ore? What do you mean? No, you get whole pieces on 9. Oh, you're talking about like this preview part? Yeah, I can't trust this though, because it even says the drop rate on the additional drop rate they're giving us says it is for like rare gear. It doesn't even like look at this right here. It says this even on your live server. Legendary forged material drop rate increased. Increase the amount of coarse tempered sand obtained from dungeons. You know what coarse tempered sand is, right? That is coarse tempered sand. Rare material to make rare. This is refined tempered sand. This would be rare tempered sand, not coarse. So if they had everything right, then this would say rare tempered sand. So I can't really believe that they have everything right. You know, and sometimes a legendary, orange tempered, and sometimes a legendary. Yeah, I think 8 will give you sometimes a legendary. I do. From what I remember from previous... What'd I get here? Nice. From what I remember from some previous stuff. Also, my bonus, my elemental bonus isn't very high here. Is it? Yeah, it's pretty decent. Can we get to this tier yet? We need 9, right? No, 10. We need 10 of these done. No, we're not close yet. I want my 5-man bonus. Okay, let's go back and try 8, I guess. Because I'm such a pleb. Let's try 8 really quick. And then I'll formulate some teams later on for some like cheating stuff, maybe for 9. Well, let's see if we can get a whole gear drop. Like maybe get a whole gear drop from 8 sometime. We'll see. At least I did extremely well with the summon, so we can test out so many damn new legendaries. I'm very excited about that. You just beat 9 with Horus, Lola, Sigrid, Hexandra, and Meredith. Hey, congrats, man. What kind of gear did you have on your tank? Lola or Iola is really good there, right? Silencing the wisp and then stunning the wisp. But you're using Sigrid too. Your Horus must be doing some good work. What's your server, Stu? I'm on CCV, Chaos Calypsidrum V 5. Yeah, we got some stamina. We're pulling down that stamina. We got to try stuff out, man. We can't try things out without stamina. Don't you wish you had this much stamina on your main? I do. Where is the Fey Meander located? It's it's above this. Do you know where this Grave of Venom is? If you look above the Grave of Venom, it's up there and it's like a little square. It's a square with a little maze inside. Do you see it? No, yes, no? I definitely wish I had that stamina. Of course I wish I had that stamina. I use defense and artifacts on him too. What's going on? And sometimes a legendary. 4 to 6. Are you talking about on 9? Who said this? I just beat 9 with Horus, 4 to 6 orange tempered, and sometimes a legendary. Now, are you at the double drop rate though on your server? Are you at the point to where it says, 30 days in, double drop rate or increased drop rate? Took so many attempts. You beat Fade 21 release day. On the day it was released. So now you can go up to 23, or what's your max right now? Because Fade 21 was, when I first got there, was that where I stopped? I think Fade 28 was kind of a hard one. If you're trying to beat it as you're coming up. Later on, when we have this kind of gear and we're rocking everything, 28 is not going to be difficult. You're stuck on 33? What is 33? I can't remember where I stopped on my main account. I'm doing some goblins right now to take out all my stamina. Did we get a new event on our main server today? Like running a dungeon, running PvP, something to get some more stamina. $23 daily check-in. I can't remember 23. I know 21 was hard. One of those were hard when we first got there. No new events today for more stamina. Oh man, that's sad. When I'm done running Goblin, I'll check it out. I think I'm caught up on all the events we have. You had to give before the mind control went out. 21 had a leaping assassin you had to give before the mind control. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I did a video on 21 because I did 21 right when we got to it. Yeah, the mermaid would charm us, and we had to take out Questa before she did her ultimate. Yeah, that's right. And I had to sacrifice Usha to take out Questa and do it in a way that we could beat her really quick with my whole team. Questa, right? The assassin. Kill her really fast before that ultimate, and then the other guy, whatever that tank was, or maybe it was Ripkus, whatever was with her, then I took out the main tank and then, took out the rest of them. That is hard. That's a hard fight when you first get there. You beat the end boss? Ask quest item. I beat the end boss. Take view of the chaos quest item, but I don't have a quest left. Do I know what to do after that? I don't know. I'm not at the end boss yet. I'm at the 3 waves with the bears. I got to beat those three wave bears, and then I can get to the journal quest that will say end boss, and then I can fight. Hey, there it is on 8. I told you. Woo, I told you guys. Look at that. But I am very sad to see 2 though. On 8, we've always seen 4 to 6. Now I get a whole piece and I see 2 next to it. It's not good, man. That's not good. I'm just kidding. I'm so glad to see a whole piece on 8. I told you it was this way in beta, guys. You just don't doubt me. Do not doubt me. Hey, it's cool to see a whole piece, but honestly, 5 to 6 fragments is a whole piece already, right? All we need is 5 fragments to do a whole piece. So giving me a whole piece and then kind of cutting me short on the fragments is not the coolest thing in the world. This would be 7. This would be 7 fragments basically is what I'm looking at right now. I was hoping for this along with 4 to 6. Every once in a while this along with 4 to 6. I don't even know why I'm seeing 2 on 8. It makes no sense. All we've ever seen on 8 before is 4 to 6. To see 2 makes me scared that maybe they'll give me 2 when I don't get a whole piece of gear. Which is unacceptable. that's like before the increase, you know? 2 to 3. Conflicting info. Oh yeah, conflicting. I know. I'm just messing with you, James. But always conflicting information, right? They didn't really fine tune all their info here. Flora on any banner? I don't know if we can pull Flora on a banner. I would think yes. Do they keep all the exclusive heroes that have their own exclusive artifact out of the banners? That could be a thing. Probably is a thing for now. Could they add her in current banners if people start complaining about it or want to see her? I'm sure they would. I mean, that's good money, right? The whales, if the whales see Flora in a banner and they don't have her and they want to get the top damage numbers on the Vortex boss, they'll go after her. They keep exclusives out of banners. They probably shouldn't, because the way the banners work, the way that we just saw it, is once you summon that person you're going after, you can't just keep summoning. I thought the banners were like super whale friendly, and a whale could drop like $5,000, keep summoning on that banner over and over, and get multiple copies of that one hero that they want. That way they can do all their inspiration. But it's not. It ends once you get that hero, so, you know. Japan's official tiniest apartment. Inside Japan's worst, tiniest apartment. Tokyo Lens. What is this guy doing? Where is he living, man? Where's this apartment at? Is it expensive? One of you guys just sent me a YouTube video. Oh no, it's Dykstra sent this to me. What's going on, shit, mate? What are you doing?
This is Japan's craziest apartment, hands down. I usually like to jump right inside, but you have to see this building from the outside.
Oh my god, the building is pretty skinny.
Truly appreciate it at scale.
I don't know.
Because this here, that is...
Oh, that's an apartment? That looks like a wall. Is that... What city is this apartment in? Tiny apartments are everywhere in Japan, but this is probably the tiniest that I've ever found, with unbelievable price tag. Why would it have an unbelievable price tag? Even more shocking size and shape. Today we're taking a look inside Japan. No, this says Tokyo. Tokyo, Japan's unique, super narrow triangle apartment. Huh. This video came out in October 2023. Interesting. I've never seen this place. I'm sure I could go to it. You just get an increased chance of a specific hero. Yeah, but I was hoping you could keep summoning on the banner. But the banner closes once you get the hero you're going after. So you can't just keep summoning on it over and over. Which would make it very, very whale friendly for them to get multiple copies and would actually get the company money. So I thought they would do that. I mean, I don't care. I mean, what do we care about whales doing inspiration? They're already whaling out. You know, people like Arslan and Mac Chan, they've got 5 inspiration in a lot of their heroes just from whaling out. So it's not like, oh no, you got to keep it free to play friendly. Look, guys, none of these games are free to play friendly. You don't even understand what it's like to have an inspiration hero with all those additional stats, all those additional moves, and then not only that, with our elemental advantage, they get multiple benefits for having inspired heroes that we don't get. The whales blow you away no matter what you do. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. 6, nice. There's hands down blow you away. You just have no clue. There is never a small gap from free to play to whales. But we don't play our game to compete with whales. We play the game to enjoy it, and it's our own thing. We're like, who cares? Who cares what they're doing? You got a question. On the 17th, there will be a banner as an exclusive hero. No. We can already look at it. Yeah. That we're on the test server right now, which is 3 days early. So we can see that banner, and we already summoned on it. It's this banner right here. And there is no guaranteed legendary, but you can get amethyst here. And with the amethyst, you can go get some more gold dice, or if you're lucky enough during this whole 30-day event, you can go get a legendary hero. So here's where it is. See the aggregation. If you summon 60 dice, you can get 60 amethyst total. Plus you'll get a whole bunch of scrolls and our essence of creation to level up artifacts. How does the inspired feature works? Works just like this. Look, if you have a legendary, because it's so dumb too that you can't see it here. Look, if you go look at legendaries, there's no inspired feature here to even let you see what it does. But if you take somebody like Erich, here's where Erich gets really strong. And this is what I thought they were going to do with Erich. I thought they were going to give, and they still might do this every season. If they give us an Erich and we use his copy to make him stronger, then he'll become very strong. Because if you go to upgrade and you come over here to inspiration, if we put a duplicate copy every season, say they give us one every season. I don't know if they're going to, but if they do give us one every season, then that means that we would put this duplicate copy into him and he gets 8% increase in defense, HP, and attack, plus heal the hero by 8% of max HP after killing an enemy. Then next season, we get an additional 8% HP attack. So count that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's 5 times 8? That's what we get as far as increased defense, HP, and attack on the hero once you have them fully inspired. That's huge base stat increase, right? Gigantic. And then you include this. When dealing damage to enemies with less than 50% HP, they take 15% more damage from Erich. He gets a flat increase of 10% attack, 20% crit damage, a flat increase of 30 attack, and then ignores 15% of the target's defense. And this is a tame legendary. This isn't like some of the other ones. Check out some of the other ones. Some of the other ones get really, really crazy. Let's look at this girl. Where's this Frost one? Okay, for her, whenever you go into battle, she'll do this passive here. Before the battle starts, accuracy resistance, but she'll do this attack to everybody on the board before it starts with a 50% chance to blind for 5 seconds. That just means your basic attacks won't do damage. Not a big deal, right? 5 seconds, your basic attacks don't do damage. It adds up to a lot of damage, but you know, it's still a really cool passive ability. But if you inspire her, she'll do this every 15 seconds with the first inspiration. Right here. The blind inflicted with a passive skill will trigger every 15 seconds in addition to once at the start of the combat. So with one additional copy of her, every 15 seconds, not only is she getting the 8% HP defense and attack, she will try to blind everybody on the whole entire board. It's crazy, right? Increase the ultimate skill effect by 15%. The percentage of resistance granted by her is increased. Accuracy of plus 50. And then shields granted with a battle skill reduce the chance of an ally receiving a critical hit by 30%. So really all I'd want is an additional copy of her. But I mean, the base stats alone are crazy. I'm sure there's a lot of... I haven't really gone to look at all the other ones, but you know they're wild. And believe me, the Krakens in this game have multiple copies of these heroes. So if you're trying to compete with them on the leaderboards and you think you've pulled some cool legendaries, well, then you have pulled some cool legendaries. But your legendaries still are not going to be anywhere near what their legendary is. Heals this guy. Okay, this looks like kind of like an Erich thing. Yeah, same thing. Ignores 15% of defense. But of course, this Garrett's going to be way more pumped up than your Garrett. To the viewers really quickly, again, other games like that. What's going on? Zuzu, what's happening, my man? Zuzu game time in the house. Been watching your YouTube guys. Hey man, thanks so much. Welcome, welcome. You missed all the summons. We just did a crazy fun time with summons. A lot of legendary heroes. 4 characters. I'm only 2 legendaries. Nice. Hey man, 2 Legos free to play. You're doing really well. For you don't know about the legendary heroes, something pricey for. Hey, the greatest thing, you know, they did really well about the part of the game to let free to play complete all these dungeons for all the gear with just rare heroes. Along with the epic they gave us as a 3-day login and our main character, they did a really good job with that. I would not be supporting this game if we couldn't play the game. Like if there was like if they didn't allow us to be able to do everything we need to do, I wouldn't be supporting the game. There's just no way. And I do everything with rare heroes anyways. I mean, that's how I do my channel. That's how I do my main account. And it's fun. It's fun to be able to do it all with rare. And we're getting another rare selection box in the next battle pass for free. So we can't beat that. For the viewers real quickly, against other games like this, past and present, does this game have anything that really makes it stand out? Yeah, it's a totally different play style and feel to it. If you play this Zuzu, it's got a really different feel to it. At first, you would think it's kind of going to be, it's like a mix. It's a real mix between feeling like you're playing a mobile game and you're feeling some kind of playing a regular just game, a purchase game. Because you're running around, you're doing all this different stuff, you're collecting a lot of things, you've got all these world bosses popping up. It's got a really different feel to it, and then the battle is different too. It's not the turn-based battle, it's like the real-time battle, but it's not idle battle. Because you can control things in there. So it's got a mix of it. It's like a good mix of everything. And then you're doing the gear farming. You got all the variable stats. So you're trying to roll to get some good hits. You're throwing that away. Lots of bosses, PvP. You got the tower modes. But the feel is the main thing. It looks great and it feels a bit different than all of them. So it's a mesh up between like Raid, I don't know, and all the other kind of games out there that are similar looking that you've seen playstyle wise. Thank you for the explanation. Yeah, inspirations are crazy, right? Very crazy. And that's only a few of them. I've never really gone through the inspirations to see what other ones can do. Like I don't know what, like this guy, does he even have a cool inspiration? I mean, some are much better than others. Oh, this is cool. The hero grants a 15% HP shield when casting a battle skill. Now, is that to himself or to everybody? They would say everybody, I'm sure. He heals for 1% HP per second for how long? It's not telling me that. The hero grants 30% more shields. He already does a 25% HP shield. He's the biggest shielder in the game. And now he's going to grant 30% more shields? What? That would be insane. Accuracy. Okay, nice. The shield conversion rate of the passive skill to heal is increased by 75%. It's probably like 50% right now. That's wild. Might be up until it's 60% again, so he just keeps getting that. That's pretty damn wild. Why'd you stop playing Watch of the Realms? Hey, Rebellion, what's going on, buddy? I played it for a couple months and I just didn't really feel like playing it. It's a great game, great tower defense game, but I don't know, it's just too much like Raid with all the summoning events and summon stuff and fusions. It was basically just Raid, but tower defense. No different. If you've played Raid, the fusions all the time, the 2 times events, the 10 times events, same exact stuff over and over and over. It was basically modeled from Raid. Like the exact same thing. And it was just too much for me to do at that time. Playing it now, I would never play Eternal Evolution. I played it for a little bit when I first started playing, but I don't know. I don't think they did that game well. Yeah, I don't think they did EE well at all. And I don't even think Eternal Evolution even has a big player base anymore. Moved to their Murder Inc., etc. Well, they got paid to. Yeah, Rebellion. Hell Hades and Ash got paid to make a channel, and they're getting a cut from you using their download link to play the game. That's why they're covering the game. They didn't move to it. They're there until the money dries out. Once the money dries out, that channel that they made will be gone. Just like the channel that Ash did for World War Doe back in the day and all the rest. Yeah. Yeah, they're being paid to. So, right. So they're not really covering the game. You know, that's why they do a lot of videos with collaborations, because they don't know the game well. So they're going to do a collaboration with somebody who does know the game to make a video, because they're required to make so many videos. And, you know, they want to stay active with it enough so that the people that download it and use their link will keep spending money, and they'll get a kickback on it. And then maybe they'll go watch that one person like Bucket, who actually covers the game and knows the game, and then keep spending in the game so they can rake in the money. You played Eternal Evolution for a good while. It was a hard carry for Wales for any events, and they come out with the stronger, better SSS units. Yeah, it wasn't a bad, like Eternal Evolution wasn't a bad game by any means, and they actually did some really good quality of life to let you skip things very, very easily. Like when you're going through that one mode where it's kind of like a daily, not tower, but you go across, right? And you keep fighting across. They made it so you could skip a lot of those battles. I think they did some really good quality of life things in that game. It really wasn't a bad game. I just had fun playing it, and then I moved on, you know. It's a decent game. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I had a good time playing it, but I don't always stick with games, you know? I think a lot of mobile games in general are great for 3 months, right? 2 to 3 months. Like you have that whole honeymoon period, but it lasts longer than a week. You really get to know the game. You get into it like I do, to where you get to know every hero, all the mechanics, you fight all the bosses. Difference of this game is, what's it going to be like in the next season? I have no idea. I mean, I honestly have no idea. Like, what's the next season with a totally different landscape, totally different bosses, changed elements, so you're not using the same group of heroes anymore. Is it going to work? I don't know if it's going to work. I just really don't know. I don't know if people are going to stick around for another season. It sounds interesting. I've never seen a mobile game do seasons like this. This kind of gotcha gear farming mobile game. Really changed from season. No, it's the same. Season 0 was beta test for season 1. That's why it didn't change. Yeah, season 0 wasn't a season to change into a new, different game by season 1. Season 0 was playtesting season 1. So season 1 is it, and then season 2 is going to be a totally different landscape, totally different. Like, we won't see this flourishing world. We won't have the Child of Chaos. We won't have these bosses. It won't even be a Harpy boss. We won't have the Vortex boss. It won't even be a Vortex boss. That Underdark that we're in right now with all those Dark Elves, the Drow, that area won't be there. It is going to be totally different. But again, we've got to go back through all that gated process. We got to go back through leveling up all the heroes we have on our roster, which we're going to have a much bigger roster now, right? So it'll be exciting for that. I got all these heroes now. I got all these artifacts. I get to build on top of what I've collected for this new season and start fresh. We've never seen that before. So we'll have to see how it is, right? I'm not trying to hype it up and be like it's going to be the best thing ever. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it myself. I just don't know how I'm going to feel about going back through those gated time gates of only playing so much per day, waiting till I get to day 30 to where I get those increased drops again. Working, I think it's going to be fun for me because all new bosses mean all new mechanics, all new things to overcome. New heroes introduced into the game, so I get to look at all the new rare heroes, all the new epics, and see how viable they are. So for me, it's kind of interesting because we just get to overcome a whole bunch of new bosses and challenges with a lot of roster that we've already got. And then new players joining a new season, they're there with us, right? They're there with us on season 2 doing the same thing we're doing. So they're not lost. They just don't have as big as a roster as we do. So I think it's a pretty interesting idea. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Was transferred to non-season and where you can still play. What's going on? Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, no. Path of Exile isn't a gacha mobile game with gear farming. Rebellion, totally different. Totally different. There are plenty of games with seasons, but there are not any games that are gacha games with gear farming that have seasons. No. The gates aren't needed. Yeah, the gates aren't needed at all, right? It's so interesting when somebody says, hey, I want to join your server, and we're 25 days in, and they catch right back up to me within like 5 or 6 days, and they say they enjoyed it so much. No gates. I enjoy just like leveling, doing what I want to do, and just playing the game. Nobody enjoys gates. Nobody liked it in like Tower of Fantasy, the game that's like Genshin Impact and all those other ones. Nobody likes it. So it's definitely 4 to 6. On 8, it's 4 to 6. And then when you do get a legendary drop, a full piece, it looks like you don't get like 2 to 3 though with it. Torchlight Infinite is not a gacha game. And they don't do, does Torchlight do variable gear farming? I mean, it's an action RPG, so, and it's not a gacha action RPG. You got 4? Yeah, we get from 4 to 6. On 8 right now with the increased drop rate, we get 4 to 6. And then I think we must have like a really small % chance because we've only gotten a full piece of gear once. So it must be really small. Yeah, so we'll see what a new season is going to be like. I think, like I said, I think for me it's going to be interesting with the new season because we got a lot of bosses to fight. A lot of new bosses to overcome with all different mechanics. We won't see this Harpy anymore. She'll be gone, which is, you know, I'm tired of fighting her anyways already. So it'll be nice in 2 months to find a new challenge. And it's going to be different mechanics, so. Take a deep breath. Yeah, I mean, I get tired of the gates too, especially in the beginning. Because in the beginning, you're ready to go. But by day 15, I play for a couple hours. I hit the gate, and I'm like, all right, well, I've got some PvP to go finish up. I've got the Vortex boss to do. I've got some stamina maybe left over to kill really quick in the Goblin Cave or something. And then I'm like, all right, I guess I played a lot. Yeah, but there's no need for them. There's really no need. I think it would be better for the game if they removed them, honestly. They're thinking it's better for the game if they keep them, right? But I think it's actually better to retain customers if they remove them. For me. In my eyes, for people playing. Have you done any guides on the bosses in the pillar? I haven't yet. Yo, bad. D4 bad. I haven't done any of those yet. I've only actually faced one boss in the pillar so far on the fire and poison on my main account. And then I didn't go back. So I need to go back there and concentrate. But I've been waiting, right? I've been waiting until we get legendary gear. Once we can farm legendary gear, I think a lot of things are going to change. And then at that point, when we get stuck with legendary gear, level 100 heroes, then we need to find ways to beat it. We need to find strategies to beat it then. Right now, we could try to force strategies under geared with epic gear. But might as well wait till we have legendary gear, which is now, right? 2 days and a half right now on my main account. Then once we start blending in legendary gear from all the different dungeons and relics on the bottom are 2 relics, then we'll see how hard this stuff really is. And Sigrid work well together, popping those debuffs up. If they're doing buffs, I mean, if the other team is doing buffs for Garika, so that she can get that ultimate gauge increase and then knock down their turn meter and then put up debuffs on them and remove buffs. I mean, she's awesome anyways. As a legendary goes, she's pretty badass. And then Sigrid as a rare goes, she's pretty much like a legendary, right? At times, Sigrid's pretty much like a Lego. Come on, give me a whole gear drop. To craft and maybe try 9 again? Yeah, you gotta try, get some good pieces and then try 9. Once we get all these pieces from 8, right, we're gonna be able to bust into 9. Without a doubt. And then with all these pieces from 8, we can go over to Grave of Curse and get that legendary gear from there. And then bring that legendary gear onto our tank and then for sure do 9. If we have legendary gear from Curse, 9 is cake. Coming to Steam on October the 26th, is it? I don't know. How does... Hey, there we go. Yeah, okay, so every time we get a legendary, we only get 2 pieces. Probably 2 or 3. Do you think Steam draws audiences? I don't know how Steam works. Like, I guess so. I guess Steam look at all the free-to-play... People look at Steam and then see all the free-to-play games. Like, let me see what the new free-to-play game is. And then they download it and try it out. I'm sure Steam has a huge audience, but I don't know for myself. When I go on Steam, I'm never looking for a game. I guess because I'm always playing something. I never go to Steam and say, okay, let me look at the top free-to-play game, top rated game. I just look on YouTube and all the other stuff that I see. And from you guys, when you're like, hey, guys, there's a new game coming out, Stu, you should check it out. No, this isn't my real account. This is a test server account. We were just testing out the new drop rate on the legendaries. to see what could. Oh, look at that resistance. Want to cut from the paid aspect? Yeah, but a lot of mobile games are going to Steam. Even though they have their own PC client, they're still going to Steam. For me, at least, make me come back to the game each reset, play 2 to 3 hours for Arena and 2 and relax. If there wasn't any gate, I would have a serious problem. You mean you would have like a serious problem with controlling your playtime? You wouldn't be able to control it? Even Blizzard's going to Steam nowadays? Well, it's just a huge platform, right? If you can get your platform out there and get more eyes on it, then yeah, better, right? Better to get your eyes on, get more eyes on your game, as many as you can on your game. Man, we're already able to make so many pieces. Look at this. What is up with resistance? Come on, man. Resistance and accuracy. Look at these pieces. Resistance, accuracy, resistance, accuracy. Let me see what I get here. HP, critical damage, crit rate. All right. What set is this? The healer gains, we get basic attack healing. Oh, we got gambler here. Nice. Man, those are some bad accuracy and resistance over and over. We just got that from our last pieces. Reason why I stopped raid, because you burned out. Yeah, well, you got to pace yourself too. You got to be able to take it upon yourself to pace yourself with games. Shouldn't have to rely on the company to do that for you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He was your first legendary on your alt. Higio and Martina are all decent base for rally. Yeah. Who's doing a rally team? Alton is my first legendary. He can make and some other rallies work build. Yeah, you can. You can. I'm sure if it's going out on October the 26th, that's still a couple weeks from now. It'll be interesting to see if we get an uptake of players coming to the game. It'll be really interesting to see. I hope we see a good influx of players. I don't feel like this game has the playership that it should have based on the YouTube views that I see for a game. Does that make sense to any of you guys? Like when you see a new game come out and you see the YouTube viewership for that game on all YouTube channels, like just look at the top people who are promoting the game or who actually play the game. I shouldn't say promoting, who actually play the game. If you look at their concurrent views, you can kind of get a sense of what the player base is like. Streaming too, right? And when you look at YouTube views for videos, this doesn't look like there's a lot of players out there compared to a lot of other games. Like just a generic, like Tower of Fantasy. Tower of Fantasy could have, and it's an idle game, right? But a good idle game could have a lot more viewers than this game. Wellbe Video, does he work well with? Yeah, very well. Does Altan give rally though? If he gets rally, he does. I think he enables ralliers, right? Do I have him? I have him on my main account. I don't have him on here. Does he do something to give rally? You got through the 3 battle waves. I can get through it on my main account because I brought up Furbath and I brought up Garius. So on my main, I've got guys to get through there now. I just haven't gone back there. From their vacation now? I don't know. Screen Actors Guild? Is that what you're asking? What's SGRA? Enables rally with his passive? Yeah, as long as he gives rally and he can give rally to Wellbe more often, then you're set. Then you're definitely set. I wanted to try out this guy's single target damage and see if he can top the charts. Let's see if this guy's all the talk. Supposed to be doing amazing damage, single target damage. Let's see what he's about. Is he going to do better than Garrett? Better than Usha? Garrett would do more damage if he was being attacked, by the way. Garrett's numbers that he has up there should be higher. But the task dummy doesn't attack back. But when we do full teams soon, very soon, we'll be able to see the real potential of these people with kind of like the same gear. We can do full teams maybe and see the final numbers on their damage, and then we can swap their gear. I mean, I'll try to get gear that almost has the same exact... Like if I was bringing him and Garrett on a team to go up against the Vortex boss, I'll try to bring them... I don't want to take them past 90 yet. Try to bring them in with very comparable gear. And preferably with 100% crit rate, so they'll do the same exact damage every time they attack. And then we'll know for sure who is the king of single target damage. All right, no leader skill. Good. Nothing else? Yep, that's it. Let's see what old boy can do. I wouldn't be surprised if this blows Garrett away, or at least a little higher. Maybe similar. Maybe the same damage. Is the dev team? Oh, SGRA is the dev team, isn't it? Oh, is it? I don't know. They don't really talk to us. Do you think that we can get Uther without spending? Doesn't look like it. Do we need to save orange dice? You should have already been saving orange dice, and you could use it in this event, and I'll do YouTube videos on all this stuff, but it doesn't look like it's going to be easy, but it's for a month. So what we need to do is calculate an average, like if we can do only 3 bosses a week, that would only be like 9, right? 9 amethysts. What is that like? Say if we got 10. Where do we get other amethysts? We get amethysts from summons, and we get amethysts from... Look at him going like crazy there. I'll have to go back and look, and I'll have to do a little sheet to see where we get amethysts, how often we can get it, how much we were getting from that little dungeon exploration, like for running dungeons. If you run Harpy and things like that, you get some more from there. But I don't know, 200 looks like it's going to be pretty difficult to get, depending on how many times we can actually fight these bosses every week. And then how well you can do on those bosses. It's very dependent on if you're going to do low damage or high damage on these bosses each week, you know? Yeah, this guy really shoots it out on single target, doesn't he? Think of how awesome he'd be with Evelius, the other archer, that if he's booked has a 40% chance to fire off an ability every time they do an attack. If this guy counts as, like, all his attacks are basic attacks, if all these attacks are basic attacks, and he should be if he's dauntless, then every single one of these little damage numbers would be a chance for Evelius to fire off. Yeah, if all those right there are basic attacks, that's a chance for him to fire off more damage, which would be insane. He's got 15 of these attack speed ups. What is that one? What does this one do? Marksmanship? Interrupts his 10 seconds. His battle skill does? Yeah, I don't like that when they like that. Is that a battle skill? Because that's oh no, that's, I can't tell. Oh, that's his battle skill there. When he does the one area, when he spins around, he's pretty quick with it though. He's a Walmart one? I don't know. He's a Shaltar. The epic one? Is he the one that does additional damage if Dauntless do a basic attack or something? If he's the epic little goat, then I never really liked him much before in beta. He costs 200, yeah. And you can get 60 max from summons. That's correct. So we're still looking at 140, which seems to sound like a big number. 200 sounds like a big number. And he's quite bad. You're talking about this guy's quite bad? No. Look at the damage he's doing. He's the best single target damage dealer we have right now. This guy is bad even by himself. Single target damage. He just hit 819,702, which means, well, there's that guy looking at that tiny apartment in Japan. Which means that if we take him over here on the list for single target damage dealers that we've tested with the same exact gear, that he is right under Garrett. Okay, he didn't make Garrett. Sorry. And I know Garrett's going to do more damage when Garrett gets hit. His passive is going to give him more damage that the test dummy couldn't do. What's this guy's name? But if this guy's pulling off some more basic attacks, he's going to enable the other legendary to fire more times. Let me, what was I going to look at? Oh, his name. Right. What is it? Tharavel? Is that how I say his name? Tharavel? Okay, so we've got Garrett, Tharavel, Sutha, Avilius, if that's how I say his name, coming in there with some damage. But if this guy's basic right here, if this counts as a basic attack, let me read this really quick. Switches to a different stance. 14. His hero's attack increases by 15% for the next 12 seconds. Each basic attack has a 30% chance to trigger multi-shot, firing 3 arrows that deal. Yeah, this is crazy. So with all these multi-shots, oh, it even goes up. Okay, so this guy can, well, with his crit rate, we've already got him at 100% chance to crit. This chance is boosted. If the multi-shot fails to trigger, the arrow fires. So those are a lot of additional attacks to enable him if we have him scrolled at a 40% chance to fire off this attack. But same thing with Sutha. I mean, Sutha does all those additional attacks whenever she crit hits. Like this will be 10 hits. This will be multiple hits. Whenever she crits hits, even on her basic, it's going to do 2 hits. Triggers a critical hit against the target. A phantom will appear and do another attack. So all those basic attacks with her has a chance to fire him off too. And then we've got our boy here with these thrusts for 10 seconds, dashes to the enemy, stabs 5 times. Basic attacks will deal additional lightning damage for every 1% attack speed obtained. Additional damage output. I don't think he's going to... What we'll do is we'll put the same gear on him and bring him in with this guy. Even though it's a 40% chance to fire it off, we'll have to do testing with those 2 together, and then these 2 together up top, and then maybe these 2 together up top and see how they do. And then we'll do them as a full team inside. That's too many though. We're gonna need more support. We're gonna need at least 2 support. On the lower on stage 2 of the vortex, we don't need another healer. We can just go with 1. Just insane? Yeah. They would be insane, right? Which 3? These 3? These 3 together? I even think Sutha would do fine. But those 3 together right there would be pretty nuts. They've got to be. Team with Shaltar instead? Yeah, we can try him out. We'll do all that kind of stuff. But he, I don't believe in that guy. Where is he at? Is it this one? Yeah, I've never liked this guy. This enhances all allies with lightning force, granting them blessing of thunder for 15 seconds. When launching a basic attack, all allies with Blessing of Thunder has a 30% chance of summoning a lightning strike. Heroes that double chance of triggering this effect. So Dauntless have a double chance. So 60% chance of doing a lightning strike. If they're attacking that fast and that often, you would think it's got to do something, right? Especially with these 2 attacking so fast. Especially with this guy attacking so fast. Okay, we take him out. With these attacking so fast, you would think that this would ramp up and do something, right? 15 seconds every 23 unbooked. The chance goes up to 5% though, so we could get this to 65-70 scrolled. Grants a lightning shield to allies for 4 seconds. It's all derivative damage. So Enlightenment would increase this derivative damage. 30% chance to unleash. Man, he's all... So everything is derivative damage with him? Like legit everything? He's the first guy that I've seen that really everything is derivative damage. This is the first hero that I've seen to where you could actually use that one artifact, that epic artifact. That I've never even considered it for anybody else. Because all of his attacks can't critical hit. This guy right here. and they all specifically say derivative damage. And that one artifact, which I don't like at all for any normal class, would be perfect for this guy. Any good? I got him as a legend. Yeah, he's fantastic, man. AoE damage. Single target damage, not the greatest, but AoE damage is awesome. If you want to go check this chart out, just go down here under recipes, type in recipes, and you can go check out Harbig right here. You can see a single target damage, solo by himself or with another person giving him rally. He really doesn't need anybody else to give him rally. It's nice, but it's not necessary for him. And then you can look at his look at his AoE damage for 3 targets. He's up here at number 2. And then look at his 5 target damage. It's insane. Sorry, I'll do a exclamation mark recipes. So this dude here with the instant burner, is that what it was, right? The instant burner? This one. He gets attack and attack, which is great. We need that attack to increase our derivative damage that can't crit, right? So that's good. The wearer's attacks cannot trigger critical hits, but deal additional derivative damage. So this is the first dude that I've seen that actually has everything that's driven by derivative damage. Looks pretty sweet. I mean, we'll have to test him out on the team. Once we have gear and everything, we'll test him out on the team. He's melee, so I don't like that already, that he runs forward. I don't like him being melee. Okay, we got a lightning strike. Is that for himself, right? That's for himself to do. All the damage we see from him is the white number. All the damage we see from the back archer is the yellow because it's critting. He'll crit on everything in the back. The guy in the front won't crit on anything, but I did see a lot of white numbers there for a minute. It seemed like he popped up, and he's got no gear on, but you saw a lot of numbers kind of cycling through, white ones. In just a second. Let me see. White. Oh, no. Those are from the archer. The archer is proccing at a 30% chance, 60% chance to do derivative damage as well. So that is the archer. That's not actually him because he attacks slow. Useful as a tank. I mean, he's good for provoking. He provokes a lot whenever he does his abilities, and then he can do some stuns. You got to remember these tanks like that can be an off tank and something like Fey Meander, and then also in the pillars are going to be really strong guys. We need to start transitioning from, like, we've got teams. We got teams to beat all the dungeons with rare heroes. Stage 8, Stage 9 of the Harpy. We've got it for Curse. We've got it for Ancient Battlefield, Heretical Runes, Grave of Rot, all rare heroes. So now that we can beat all those so easily, which is great to get all that gear, once we start having all that amazing gear, we got to start focusing on heroes to go higher into Fey Meander and to do the trials. And heroes like that guy right there who's going to stun and provoke all the time is going to be very, very strong. Not as your main tank, but as your off tank to go in there and mess them up. Could be your main tank if you have enough support and if he's really messing them up that much, but he's going to provoke a lot and he's going to stun a lot and do all that other control. And all that control is going to be extremely strong in those areas. Because that's the content we got to kind of work toward, along with all these bosses we have popping up. And we got a lot of teams to make. Any way to tell what teams are being used by the guys clearing grave in 30 seconds? Yeah, you can see them all. You can see all the teams right before you go in there. You can see all the teams that, I don't know, about 30 seconds. And you can watch the replay of their team. So if you see like a team that looks like it's going to be fast, I don't know if it has the time next to it, but you can hit the camera button and it'll show you a full replay of their team. But they're beating grave 9 in 30 seconds. So what teams are beating graves in 30 seconds? Now, you do understand that those whales have inspired heroes, right? That means multiple copies of those legendaries, which enhance their base stats and enhance their abilities by a crazy amount. So if you're not one of those mega whales, you might be able to make the same team, but that doesn't mean you're going to do 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't know about 30 seconds. That's pretty quick. Maybe. And yeah, and they're going to have legendary artifacts. Juked up legendary artifacts. really high level, maxed out 20. All sorts of legendary artifacts. Now, are we going to see derivative damage based off of this additional derivative damage that this guy is proccing for the team? Are we going to see it on his numbers? Whose damage numbers are we going to see it on? Tharivel? I don't think Tharivel is doing additional damage when it procs. And here's how we can see. Because if Tharivel ends with 819,702, then he didn't get any additional damage. It all went to the other guy. If Tharivel ends with 819,702, look. $815. That's interesting. Why did he have less damage? He doesn't have anything variable. Why did he do less damage? Why did he end at 815 instead of 8? That makes no sense. Instead of 819,702. So all the damage was going to this guy? Is his ultimate variable? Oh, 30, because he's got a 30% chance to trigger the 3 arrows. Yeah. Well, we got him at 100% crit rate. So what the chance is boosted at a rate of equal to 30% of the character's crit rate. So it should still be what, 90%? He's got a 100% chance to crit, so I don't know. I guess there must be like a really small variation in this. Maybe it's up to 90%. But he didn't get any of the damage from this guy putting up this ability here that says enhance all allies, granting them blessing. Basic attacks have a 60% chance to proc this derivative damage. It didn't go to him at all. It didn't go to Tharivel. Read other dude's ultimate. Yeah, I did read it, but I'm saying that the damage that this procs was going to his overall damage, which is cool. I'm glad it separates the two and gives the damage to him. The damage that he's boosting the team with, I'm glad it gives it all to him. So that makes it so when we go in here and test it with, we can try this guy out with this one, then we can try him out with a couple other people and see what his damage can get boosted up to with better gear, with actual real gear on him. I don't, Sharto's leads DPS. You think he's gonna lead DPS? We need to put gear on him. I don't have gear farmed on this. We need to farm gear now that we can actually farm legendary gear. So I need to go in there and just all day long farm Grave of Venom. Then once I have that, I can outfit these guys with gear. But I've only got this gear that I test everybody with by themselves. If I test this gear with him by himself, obviously he's not going to do damage. He needs to be on a team. So we're going to have to test him differently. He needs enlightenment. Well, he needs enlightenment. And then right here, we've got this to give him more damage too. Derivative damage. But yeah, we can increase derivative damage with enlightenment. It'd be interesting to see at a 60% chance this proccing all the time. I mean, it's good that it's 15 seconds instead of 10 seconds like a lot of people's ultimates. 15 seconds is pretty damn strong, especially if we get him down to 20 seconds. Then we put some goblin sets on him to get that down further. We get some other skill haste from substats. If we had a swanky legendary artifact, we could get him up to 100% uptime easily with legendary, but I don't like to play with legendary artifacts. That's way cheating then, you know? Your God's work with all these testing and community. Hey, man, thanks so much, man. Appreciate the love and support. Thanks for being here and hanging out with me. It's a blast. I love going over all this stuff. And today was just an excellent day for summons. We summoned so many legendary heroes like this guy right here that makes it so we can test out all these cool heroes. Now, a lot of us don't have legendaries, so I'll do a lot of testing with something like this guy. This epic dude right here. All right, if he's doing so well with a whole bunch of enlightenment and this artifact at plus 12, then we just bring him in with a team that you might have. Like, what other kind of dauntless do we want to bring in here? There we go. We got a dauntless right there. Extra attacks on his basic attack. Oh, we got Zargnuts. What's his name? Yagnats. We got Yagnats pulling in some damage. He's a rare. If this guy can really be the focal point of our team and really pull in the damage for free to play, low spender, somebody who's lucky to get him, then we just bring in rares, right? We bring in rares that can pump out some attacks. All we need is a bunch of basic attacks, and we test them out. Zargnuts? Yeah, whatever his name was. Zargnuts, Zagnats. Close. It was close, man. It was close, okay? What can she can do attack speed up to all of us. And then 3 basic attacks deal additional damage. Yeah, we could bring her in there. I mean, now we're talking. Now we've got a 3-core team to deal damage with him, even though I think this guy is going to be hitting the most, right? He hits pretty good, but she gives us the increased attack speed of 50% to the whole entire team. And then she gets additional damage on that attack, so that could be good. Now we need kind of like a healer and maybe a tank, or maybe 1 healer and another DPS. We'll work it out. Suther? Yeah, well, I'm just saying if we want alternatives, and this is what we'll build. Right when we have the gear, we'll take all these guys up past 90. Right now, we're just do them all at 90 with the same gear. Like we've already done him. We've already done him at 90 with the same gear to get a 100% chance to crit. And we've seen his numbers. So we have his numbers on the list. So everybody gets to 90 first, which is pretty easy for me to do now because I've been farming a lot of experience. It just takes time to put them in for 5 minutes. 5 minutes again if they're doing 3 dummies. And once I have all those numbers, once I have the numbers, like this guy I could take to 100 now because I've already got his numbers for 90 with the gear. No big deal. We take him to 100 now. We outfit him with all the legendary gear that we're farming. I get some numbers on him. I take him to 100 and then we do somebody else, We play around with a free-to-play friendly Dauntless team. If you have him, it makes it work, right? We put him with a lot of enlightenment, see what happens. If that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just saying that like we try to work out a free-to-play friendly way. We do a video on YouTube showing these together doing well, other rares together doing well, and then if you have epics, these are the highest. And it's easy then because if I want to bring in a Dauntless to go with him that's an epic class Dauntless, all I got to do is go look at this chart. Which Dauntless with the same gear was doing the most damage, epic wise, single target. So then I go through here and I look at Dauntless and I'm like, okay, this guy, there he is, Yagnats. Yagnats was pulling in the most damage. If I look at somebody else and they're way down here and they don't contribute to anything but single target damage just like he does, then this is the rare I want to level up to put in that team, right? I mean, this is why we're doing the testing. So then I grab him, I level him up, and I make the best team I can to give us the most damage we can from low level ones, and then from the epics, and then we bring in the legendary teams and say, hey, if you have this legendary is a badass, right? If you've got, like if this guy's working out so well, and then you're lucky enough to pull another legendary, like him, or her, or maybe even him, then for sure put them together, right? Throw them together and your team is going to be pretty damn sweet for a Dauntless DPS team. Single target damage team for the Vortex, for all the bosses that we're facing now, for all the bosses we're going to face in the future, He's great. Yeah, he's really good. We just tested him just a few minutes ago. He is number 2 on the damage chart right underneath, what's his name? Garrett? Right underneath Garrett. And we did good testing with him because we have him at 100% crit rate. So we actually increased his chance to fire this by as much as you could do. So there's nothing more I could do to increase his damage. I will say that Garrett can get his damage increased because of this passive. Increase the attack when taking damage. The increased volume equals 10% of the damage taken. Up to 200% of original basic attack. So I've only tested him against the dummy. So he's not being hit by the dummy, right? And his damage was insane. So I'm assuming if he gets hit, that he will be even higher damage, right? It has to be. So we got Garrett up at number 1, right? But that was with Garrett not taking any damage. Yo, Sirky, what's going on, my man? Thanks so much for coming in. What are you doing up so late? Huh? What are you doing up so late, friend? You came late. You missed all the summons. We did so many summons today. You missed everything. Poison Rare. Him and Sigrid carry me goblin teams. Who is Titalis? Who is Titalis? It's a rare. Yeah, man, you missed all the summons. You got important duties to take care of. Hey, I understand. No problem. I'll do a video. I'm gonna do a video on all this stuff. So I'm gonna be slamming YouTube with the videos the next like 3 days. We've got so much to talk about and so much to cover for all the new events, for summons, for all the new heroes. Man, I've got so much to work on now. Time with the ladies, my man. I understand that. is broken. What? Let me find this poisoner they were talking about. Poisoner in the rare. Let me go out here. That you're using with Sigrid to get debuffs up? Is that what you're saying? Debuffs is the reason why you're playing it with Sigrid? This one? You spelled it. Oh, this one. When the hero deals damage to an enemy, there's a 30% chance to inflict. Okay, that's cool. When this hero, so any damage, it doesn't have to be the battle skill or the ultimate, just any damage we have a chance to inflict. This goes up to 50% with some scrolls in there. Okay, you remove their ultimate. Oh, so you're doing this AoE with Sigrid to be able to do more heal block, and then you're doing that. Okay, nice. Well, I mean, Sigrid works. The beauty about Sigrid is she works so well with so many heroes in the game. It's just debuffs. It could be a frost debuff. It could be anything. If there's a debuff up, Sigrid's going to pop off. If they die with that debuff up, Sigrid gets ultimate. Doesn't have to be your own. She's just so versatile with so many heroes. I mean, that's why she's number one, right? That's why she's number one. Bro, got next. Yo, Yakuza Assassin, what's up, man? You'd have to refer to the list for the Dauntless that I have tested so far. And we haven't tested that many rare Dauntless. I got to work, man. I got work to do. I got to come in here and I've got to level up, all the Dauntless, put the gear on them and see what they can do. I mean, this guy looks pretty good too, right? Ignore 40% of the target's defense. I mean, this guy's looking pretty cool. Throw 2 javelins. Gain attack speed up for 15 seconds whenever an enemy dies. Oh, okay. Well, we can't test that on the dummy. We can't test that on the boss. Yeah, I got to outfit them all with the gear. I got to run them through and do all that kind of stuff. Our Yagnats. And yeah, we tested Yagnats. We got to test out some other ones. And yeah, I had her in a team too. I wanted to see what she could do, right? Get that increased speed to everybody, see if it's worth it, and then have her do additional damage here every 3 attacks. Whatever additional damage means. This is actually additional damage, which sounds like it can crit. It doesn't say derivative damage that's increased by enlightenment and cannot crit. That just says additional damage, so maybe it's going to be a cool pop. But normally it'll say 200% of attack right here. So she's kind of, I don't know why. What is she, an elf? Is she a cross between a gnome and an elf? Maybe a half dwarf elf? Gnome elf? Maybe. Is Garrett or Gareth? Is it Garrett or Gareth? Which one is he named? Good question. I could be saying his name incorrectly. Garrett. This one is Garrett. Yeah, he's leading the #1 DPS for single target damage. She's a halfling, but what kind of halfling? What is a halfling? Is that a whole different species, or is that a mixed species of dwarf, elf, human, dwarf, something like that? Is a halfling because it's half, right? It's half. But what halves? You just throw. What if she was half goblin, half dwarf? You would still call her halfling? She'd be kind of ugly then. A goblin dwarf? That'd be so ugly. Halfling is his own race? I thought halflings were just there. I thought they were just half, half of something. Like half and half cream. Come on. It's not whole cream. Yeah, she had pointy ears, so I didn't think she was a halfling. I thought she was just like half mixed race. Mixed race is what I thought. Like that dude is obviously a goblin. Third quarterlings, right? Are there third quarterlings out there? A half orc? Yeah, you would call something a half orc if they were a half orc. You're right. But we've like those are common names in the fantasy world, but I don't ever hear half dwarf, half elf. I hear half elf. We've heard half elf. Goblin asses. All right, what else do we got to test? We did amazing today. I feel like we've covered everything, right? If you guys aren't playing the game, go to this download link. You've probably been seeing it pop up. Make sure you download here at Dragonheir. Oh, it just popped up. No, it didn't. Make sure you download the game there from the official website. Play it on your PC. Go to the App Store. Download it there as well. I've been on for 3 hours, but the thing is, I got to clean the house today. My wife's sister is moving into our house today. She will be living with us for 3 months. October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. She'll be living with us for 6 months. She's taken over my daughter's room. My daughter is sleeping with us in our bedroom, kind of to the side with a whole bunch of futons on the ground. Mats on the ground. So she's sleeping on the side. We moved all her clothes into our bedroom as well. She's having her house torn down and rebuilt. So while that house is being rebuilt, which is only about a 5-minute walk from here, she's living with us. And she's going to be bringing everything over today and moving in today. So I got to do a little cleaning downstairs, make sure the bathrooms are all tidied up, do a little household chores. Sounds like hell. It's going to be weird having another adult in the house. And then, like I've said before in other streams, she likes to linger. She doesn't just sit down and watch TV. She's always standing up in the kitchen, watching TV from the kitchen or something, or always, she just won't just sit and chill. I don't like that. It makes me nervous. Like, just sit down and chill, Why do you need to be up always lingering somewhere? Just watch TV. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Stop making me feel like, why are you there now? Why are you there now? Well, just go over there and sit down. It doesn't matter, though. I'm going to close this door right here, right? I'm in my own little office. I'll stay in here and do my thing. She can do whatever. It's only for 6 months. Then her house is rebuilt and she'll be able to move back in there. So, but a little bit. Speaking risky, what's going on? Make sure people don't watch this. What's going on? Watch what? What's happening here? She might watch the stream. Yeah, it's okay. She doesn't speak English. She only speaks Japanese. Her English is very, very limited. She creeps up behind you and watches it. She will. She'll come say hi to us on stream. Hey, when she's here, it's her name's Naomi. She'll come. I'll have her come say hi to you guys if you want to. Maybe when my wife's home one day, I'll have them come in here and talk to you guys. My wife can speak English, of course, but she can't. Naomi can't. So we'll get to see them all. Is anybody else streaming the game right now that I can go to? Because I got to do a little bit of house cleaning. I got to vacuum. I'm going to take out the rugs and carpets and clean those off. Again, check the bathrooms, all that kind of stuff. There's not like too much to clean, but I've got some stuff. You're streaming right now, my man? Let me see. Dragonheir Silent Gods. All right, we can go see you again. We went to see you a couple days ago, right? Oh, Gordy's got a face cam now. Gordine's got a face cam. You're farming rot? Oh, man. But our boy over here has got a face cam today. Did you guys see that? He's got that sweet biker hair and mustache. Yeah. Let me hit you up tomorrow. I gotta go see my pal over here. His picture is very much like his picture from his little drawn picture. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time as always. You can find me here. Go check out my YouTube videos. They'll be up soon. We got a lot to talk about. So much to talk about. We went over all the heroes in the banner summons today. We went over all the new bosses. We didn't really go over all the new bosses, but I will go over all of them in videos. And we'll go over more information tomorrow when I'm streaming, right? We'll go fight those bosses tomorrow. All day today, I'm going to farm legendary gear on this account. Over and over and over, legendary gear. So tomorrow we'll have a lot to play with. But I will see you guys then. Thanks so much for all the support and all the love. I will see you guys soon. Let's go.
Still feel like they should have events, purple dice, rare events. Hey, here's a chance.
Yo, peace out.
Hey, Stu. How's it going, dude? Yeah, I'm trying to get used to the camera thing. Again, I got so lazy. I've got comfortable in my laziness. How's it going, man? So, how do you feel about the increased drop rate? Oh, with the raid. With the raid. Raiding party.